Hello, and welcome to tonight's episode of Loot Die Repeat, where a bunch of us schmucks sit around and roll some dice. We do some collaborative storytelling and a lot of laughing at each other, with each other, that we like to call our version of Dungeons & Dragons. And we're thankful that you are here with us to share in the stories. And as a way of saying thank you, we have a bunch of giveaways that we are going to be doing. If we get 3 new subscribers tonight, we'll be giving away a big old devil demon creature. I think it's actually a Yugoloth. I can't remember which one it is. One of those. But regardless of how many giveaways we get, or new subs we get, we will be giving away 2 medium-sized minis at some point tonight, as well as a new shiny set of dice. And that's just our way of saying thank you for your awesome support of our channel. And if we get 50 new subscribers, then we'll also be giving away that large water dragon. It's a awesome purple water dragon from McFarlane. So we love giving those guys away. Ooh, and we're thankful again for you being here as a part of our story. There are ways that you can affect the game and affect the story. The primary way is
disadvantage. You're welcome.
Giving of disadvantage
to the DM.
To the DM. Actually, that's the only person you can give it to. Through the cheering of bits. And if you type into the chat !rewards, you can see all of the different ways that you can put your bits to work for this party. And especially in combat situations, the chat has proven to be a game changer. And I think that I don't know what the current advantage count is right now. We can bring that up in the chat.
Do you want to know?
But advantages are useful. Disadvantages against the DM are useful. Temporary hit points are useful. And etc. The spell slots, etc. that you can give. We, of course, want to invite you to go deeper in our little community. And one of the ways you can do that is through joining our Discord. And we have ongoing conversations there, and you can ask questions and give your input and insight, and just talk about general things like, hey, what's your favorite drink? And the party tonight has a little bit of a
pH-balanced H2O.
Yeah, pH-balanced H2O. So that's fun.
Full of strawberry basil mojito.
We stepped it up. We actually have... I'm not on screen.
You're not on screen.
I'll show them later.
Yeah, often using his dispenser of mojito.
It's a wondrous item.
It is a wondrous item. Common. Yeah, so you can do all kinds of fun things like that in our Discord. We also have an Instagram and a Twitter and YouTube. We would encourage you to check all those things out there and be a part of those socials. All right, I think that's everything. So we're going to do a little recap before we jump into the episode tonight. So if you have been with us at all, you know that our party, our adventurers known as the Shades, have been seeking a way to stop the giant arcane storm that has emerged over the desert to the northwest of their location. Tracking leads to the port city of Serloon. They learned from a bit of a nefarious contact named the Lady,
capital T, capital L,
who is responsible for many different happenings in and around the city, that they could get through the storm with access to a specific cave in the mountains. And she would give them that information if they were to deal with one of her rivals named Kinshasa. And so, making their way out of the city of Serloon, the party has begun to move north towards the Archwood, where Kinshasa is generally located. And along the way, they have run across several of their previous stops as they went adventuring around Serloon. And on their way, they came across a new friend in Etten named Miku. 2 heads, one of them rather talkative and a bit of a dullard, and the other who basically can say one word, but is seemingly highly intelligent with how he operates. And making friends with this Etin and deciding that they would help him on his quest to liberate a tower in the woods to the north, the Etin is now accompanying the party as they travel north on their first stop, which is to the old farmhouse that they had previously liberated from a band of gnolls, and have now, after scouting out, learned that there are Zhentarim within. A group of evil assassin, thief, smuggler type individuals that have cells all around the Sword Coast, otherwise known as the Black Network, an organization that JB and Rubius used to be a part of, at least to some extent. And having sent a scouting party ahead, in particular Morthos's Echo, the spirit within him known as Sola, his old monk friend, the Shades learned that there were some powerful Zhentarim wizards laying in wait, and a female who looks suspiciously like JB, a Vedalkin, a unique race that is not native to the Forgotten Realms, the planetoid that they are on, Toril. It's from a different realm, a realm known as Ravnica, where JB hails from. And she was speaking to a small little gnome who has history with JB. His name is Phineas, as well as a sword-wielding elf who is giving a report of various Zhentarim activities. And in the midst of this conversation, the sword that the blue-skinned woman was concentrating on began to glow, and she interrupted the conversation. I apologize for interrupting, Papa. Papa always said not to interrupt, but I think she's here. At that, the gnome looked up and said, Hurry, make preparations. Report in when you are through. Mary Sue, remember what we talked about.
Okay, Ray, I got you. Not you, Ray.
Yes, Papa. I surely
That's
will.
awesome.
I hope Mama will be all right. And with that, she concentrates on the sword, and a wave of energy goes forth, and Sola is dissipated and flushed back to Morthos. And Shades, the floor is yours.
Well, shit.
What happened? What happened? Do we run? Do we just leave?
They.
Or do we just charge in recklessly? I like that plan.
I think we must sleuth our way in.
Sleuthing's boring.
Morthos,
What actually
tell
happened,
us
though?
what you saw.
Yeah, what happened?
Well, I would have been giving you a play-by-play as we've been going through. So everything that he said, you guys already
We heard
know.
So we know.
everything.
We already know.
So
But then I basically would have just said, they know we're coming.
Now's the time to charge!
Hold on, Ray. Hold on.
Can I now make a history check again to see if I recognize the sword, even though I didn't the first time? Now that I saw it glow,
Sure.
the way it did, and that soul had disappeared.
Can you just roll above a 10 for
I
once
know,
in your
right?
life?
Literally have
Goodness
Solo living
gracious.
In your life.
I still know nothing with a 5.
Roll with advantage.
All right.
I was
You-
gonna say
Maybe.
it probably is a DC 5.
you-
How about a crit on that one?
What's your negative modifier?
No, I got a +1.
That's my
+1.
sword!
Goodness
That
gracious.
what she
As
was,
soul is yelling in my head, that's mine.
so you remember much about the sword. You remember that it was in fact Sola's sword that she acquired from
Stole.
the Blue Alley in Waterdeep.
In Waterdeep.
It was called Solune's Radiance.
That was the one that almost got us all killed because of the dragon, right?
It was an artifact sword from Selune.
Yep. And we fought a dragon that was like mentally.
That she then wielded for a time before having her life taken, and in exchange for the diamond that would preserve her.
That's right.
You traded the sword back to a bronze dragon named Felgalos.
Yep. That bastard.
Who then flew away, having assisted you in the combat before making the trade. And you then were able to revive Sola, missing her hand, though
we had an innocuous penis joke already.
Sorry.
Via the pumping of the keg behind us.
Got it. Yeah.
The vigorous pumping of the keg.
Well,
which will happen randomly throughout the night.
All right. Well, we will vigorously pump throughout the night, and we'll do that in.
Would Morthos remember the special ability of the sword?
Yeah, with a natural 20, you would know that it was more effective at night under the glow of the moon, that it was a magical weapon, and that Sola talked about how as she grew in power, she thought that it might be able to unlock more abilities within the sword, seeing as how she seemed to have some sort of a connection with the weapon and with Selune that she was learning about before.
I want this sword.
I'm sure you do.
Morthos doesn't. Sola's inside yelling that she wants the sword.
Adam wants this sword.
So that's what you remember about the sword.
I think the important thing here is he named his daughter Mary Sue.
Are you
I don't know.
suggesting that the girl in there is a Vedalken?
I've never seen anyone else with your skin other than you until right now.
But it can't be because her mother is dead.
Well, right before Sola disappeared, she said, "I hope Mother will be okay."
Right. That's what's confusing me. I guess if she's calling Phineas Papa, someone else maybe.
It very well could. I don't know. But she has a sword that is a sword that I know. There's a sword that, when you all know Sola, it was Sola's sword.
I don't know Sola.
Sola. You know, as he kind of brings her out.
Oh, that's her name.
Yeah.
I just thought it was mysterious wisp woman.
I mean, we met her when we went into Morthos'
heart. You know, in my soul, you talked to her. It was, you know, she introduced herself.
All those memories.
Yeah, but she was in
I
physical
think she was
form
very impressive.
So is anybody concerned about the enemies that know where we are or that we're here?
No, they just know we're here.
Well, they know we're here.
I
they
think
don't.
we hightail.
Like I said, we sleuth our way in.
Well,
I'm not leaving.
Yeah, I think if there's any chance that this
I'll walk up to the front door and say hello.
Well,
it's a father's love.
No, I think there's.
I think that is a very poor idea.
Killian, what you saying?
I agree that we shouldn't. If there's any chance that this is your offspring, then we should definitely investigate. But I don't know if knocking on the front door is the best option.
Ooh, we can Oi Melinda it instead of knocking.
There will definitely be a time for some Oi Melinding, I think, as they know who we are, as we've kind of built a reputation. But we know who they are, as we've already disbanded one of their major outposts here on the east here.
Yes, however, I know at least one for sure. I believe I would remember that one of them was his bodyguard from before, correct? From when we were there the last time.
Based off of what Killian described to you, you would know that the one that the gnome was speaking with, that Phineas was speaking with, was the same guard that you actually took Tooth from, who was trying to flee with Tooth.
Yep.
Based off of the description that Morthos gives.
I believe, Killian, based on what you have told us from before, it is the same bodyguard is there again.
And the gnome sounds pretty familiar from the group that I saw the last time too. So So what I would say is we definitely should engage here. One, because we want this farm and we should probably rid them of the presence here. But also, if there's any chance that this is JB's daughter that he's told us about, then we should definitely try to speak with her. My suggestion is we sneak up to it, and maybe sounds like they know we're coming. So if we can draw out some of what they have planned, then spring the trap without us being in the trap.
I think that is wise. We must try to take out at least one or two right away, because it will.
They look like magic users. I mean, one had this thing that was going around.
She was, yeah. There was one just kind of moving an object through the air. It was, at least from the ones that I saw in the house, I believe that they will.
She's just a child, though. Who is?
She might be a child.
Any daughter of mine must be a child. It's been a long while since I've been in relations with another person.
So then that means she might not be just a child.
Long while.
Bart, what is it?
Oliver has it.
Oh, Oliver.
Long while.
Yeah.
Unhand me,
We
blue
have those
man.
magical manacles. That could be a less messy way of getting rid of a magical user. You know, just boop, on. Just boop.
Now hold on.
Kinky.
You said that they said that she was here. Who's she, did they say?
Well, I know she meant Sola because they had her sword, and her sword glows when she was in the area.
Right.
It's simply
Sola is not a person. They would not have referred to her as
She was a person. She is herself.
Well, yes.
I am just a vessel that carries her.
All right. I'm going to not assume that
must
they
be
were talking
said,
about Sola.
what
So they're
if-
looking for someone else of the female persuasion.
Well,
No,
it's
I
because of
am-
the sword, correct?
it is because of the sword that she knew Sola was there.
Could be.
But I think, you're saying that your daughter would be quite young. Are we talking Ray young, or are we talking Mariska
I
young?
am not
Rubius, yeah.
that young.
Uh,
She stands on her tippy toes.
Well, it's only been
Where you can't legally drink
Well,
it.
because you age different.
70 years. She's a teenager of the human.
Oh, that's what I mean, because you
Equivalency.
age differently. You're several
Sure.
hundred years old. And
Sure.
Okay.
She's only 70.
So
Yes,
she would be
she's
she
a
would be
young
around
teenager.
Ray's age then. So that there's a chance, one, that she doesn't know you exist, and two, that she could actually be reasoned with if she found out you do exist.
What do we do
I
if she
agree. I
shoots
don't
at
think
us?
manacles are necessary.
Well, I think maybe manacles on
Well,
any of the other people
I
that we're going to be
believe
dealing with
if-
might be helpful.
There is any way to get the manacles on maybe the Phineas's bodyguard.
I still have my pink ones.
So should we give them to the strongest amongst us?
Tis what
I
we hope.
believe it should be
Ray.
given to the Ray, and if she has an opportunity,
Do Phineas's bodyguard.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
if you have a
do him.
chance, put the cup
Amen, sister.
Okay.
So you'll have to get
To the top.
You'll have to get close. So we'll sneak up, JB, and I mean your illusions are
well, listen,
spectacular.
they
Oh, yes, thank you.
So I think maybe if you can illusion our party and they think we're actually there, they might show a little bit of their hand. Mr. Mike, what do you think your role in this should be?
Yo. I think you should talk in his head again because that wasn't
Right,
an answer.
I would agree.
My brother says that we could help however you desire because we're pretty amazing.
can you
Yes,
You're
indeed.
quite powerful. That's true.
Right.
Indeed.
I
My
can
favorite
slice things with my sword. Yeah. And me here.
And they don't know you. They know us. They don't know you're here though. I would assume.
Well, you said it was Zhentarim. Were there any in there, my brothers?
I did not see any. No.
All right.
Why don't we just have you go up to the front and say, "Hello, pumpkin, Daddy's home,"
because again,
she'll come out to us.
I am willing to do that.
Why don't we just try it?
And
so
I do not.
here's the.
I've been around these people for years.
Well, you have, but Phineas knows that you've abandoned them, and
I've changed my mind,
he's
daughter.
in charge here.
She did call him Papa.
Yeah.
It has been my experience that
Listen, you can have a puppy without a father.
no matter the circumstances that it came to be, I guarantee you she will defend him if so needed.
70 years is a long time to melt someone's
Wait, how long has your wife been dead?
Wow. It's still fresh.
Same amount of time.
70 years?
Well, to your knowledge, right?
Did you just find out you had a daughter
That
too?
is what Morthos told me.
And you just found out you had a daughter like
Yes.
3 episodes ago.
Must be
Yes.
tough for you.
So do we think knocking on the front door saying, I'm here for my daughter would work when you just found out you had one?
I just found out you exist, but I want to love you. It's beautiful.
Well, that I think the safety is the illusion will draw out whatever. You can even make the
just
illusion do
presenting
that.
any option we have.
Listen, I am
The
all
one
for.
we will not do is run away.
I am all for not
Agreed.
doing everything possible not to harm her. I'm
No,
giving
yeah,
you the
that's not
chance.
an option.
But, well, in order for that to be the truth or the case, we must take out everyone else quickly.
Can we have an exit strategy there if things go sideways? Last time we were here, things went sideways and June got punched in the face real hard. Like,
yeah.
hand through the back of her skull hard.
Yeah, so Oplo, my horn sounds a little bit like a lion's roar. If you hear the horn, that's a sign to run.
Question.
Yes.
You can turn into a lion, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, yeah?
Yeah.
What if you turn into a lion and you roar?
There's a slight difference between the two.
Can you do it for me?
I can't right now because we're trying to be secret.
Wait, I have another idea. Why don't you just illusion your dead wife to be like, I didn't really die. I'm here for you. And then when she comes back, you take down the illusion and say, she's not here, but I am.
I think you're on the planning timeout now.
So it would mean that she would have been a human of the age of approximately 170,
Give her some wrinkles.
150 years. It wouldn't happen.
Yeah, that wouldn't work.
Real Abraham
Lotion
and Sarah
doesn't
stop
wonder on
stuff.
people.
But still, exit strategy if things go sideways.
Well, now that we have opened a portal, if it goes too badly, I can always teleport us back to town.
Yeah, I would say if you see any of us starting to run, we all should run. And we can decide, that's going to be last case scenario, of course. But,
Is there a direction we should run in?
I would say back towards the road.
So back here,
Yeah.
where we're at right
Yeah,
now.
exactly.
Yeah, no, yeah?
Yeah. Yeah, no.
Okay.
And we can regroup here by the secret stone that we covered.
Right.
Yeah.
So, that I got this straight, right? If things go south and you see people running, run with them.
Mm-hmm.
1. 2, if we hear a lion roar that's different than your normal lion roar, run as well.
Yeah, everybody heard the horn because Ray did it when she made it for me. So
I did not.
Yeah, you did. Yeah,
No,
you were there.
Bart heard it.
I mean, but...
And
it's
finally,
similar.
don't
I'm
hurt
sure we'll
JB's
see Bart
daughter.
soon.
Don't hurt...
Yeah, that's probably right. Yeah.
Don't hurt JB's daughter is also what I'm hearing.
Correct, yes.
And she looks like him, just younger and female.
Yeah, blue skin.
Got it.
Yep.
Everybody else,
Fair game.
fair game.
Yeah, you can stab him like you did too.
All right. I can do that. Yeah.
If you stick close to me at the start, I can give two
Oh.
of us a boost.
I thought you were going to say, if you sit close to me, you'll see who to stab.
Yeah,
That too.
I'll stay close to you.
Now, what were you saying about an illusion?
Pump me.
We're going to put up... Everybody stop and watch. Oh, there's no pumping.
We had a pre-pump.
Keep going.
You said we could use an illusion of ourselves. Is that the proper technique to use?
All right, I do think... See, here's my thing, right? They're wizards, right? You're smart. Wizards are smart.
How easily could you see through your own
Yeah.
illusion?
Like, could you see an illusion coming? What would you do to stop one? I'm not an illusionist, so... What would one do to uncover it's an illusion?
Throw something at it.
All right, so you know that,
Genius.
and they know that. If they just, like, I don't know, threw a rock through it, then they'd know immediately and the jig's up, right?
Unless we had a
Well,
real
that person
enemy
would
friend.
realize it,
So-
according to the rules.
So do we maybe send Mr. Mikey with the illusion?
And get hit on purpose?
That's a
Well,
big
whatever
risk,
home
though.
comes-
No, I
in?
mean if they're gonna throw a rock. I mean, anytime they throw
Miku
anything.
is so strong it wouldn't
Well,
even
how about
bother
a
him.
fireball?
But the minute they,
What's an illusion?
exactly.
You're gonna have a party of people around you walking into the house area.
It's
What-
like having
what?
friends on command.
What kind of party?
But you're gonna try to protect each one of them and take whatever bullets head that way.
All right.
Yes, arrow,
Well, that's-
projectile.
So
Sounds a
so
little
we're
aggressive.
gonna go help you with that tower. It seems like we're gonna need your help here with the farm.
Right, I think we talked about that, right? So,
Thumbs up.
you good?
Don't hit the blue girl.
Yo.
All right.
All right,
so
so
I would say
we will. The party will go down. We will split.
Mm-hmm.
The stealthy down. We'll try to get as close as we can. The illusion will come down,
What
and
if
we
I'll
focus
haste
fire.
two
what if you
of you.
put what if you put Solar with the fakies so they actually think that like that whole group is real? If they know she's coming and she's coming with the fake group, maybe they'll actually buy that
Damn
it's real.
genius.
I could do that. I can keep her within 30 feet of myself as
Can
long
you-
as I stay within the 3 line. I think we can do that.
And can you change the illusion after you've cast it, or was it like?
Yes, I have recently learned how to do such a thing.
I guess they're smart.
So
you know?
if for whatever reason, because they dispelled Solar, right?
That is correct.
So if he can't cast it, can you add Solar to the illusion if it doesn't work?
I don't
for
think
him?
that's a smart idea because if they
Yes.
try to dispel and she's still there, then they would definitely know the jig is up.
Well, I could
Or they don't know something about Solar that we know.
put a
What?
separate
Secret
illusion.
secrets.
I could put a separate illusion of Solar outside of the main group.
I trust you and your illusion skills, so whatever
Should-
you think is best. But I
should
think we
I-
should start to move towards the farm.
Well, should our friend Miku, if he gets close enough, go after that blade person you mentioned? The strong looking
Yeah, what do you want me to kill?
Everybody but the blue
Wait,
girl.
Wasn't there someone outside the barn?
there
No
was
blue
someone
girl.
standing right in front of the opening to the barn.
What if
Yeah.
we beeline for that? Get that guy out right away.
Hmm.
We could.
Yes, while my illusion is going down the center.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we could.
I
we
will
could.
stay
we could
behind the
send.
barn and direct
we
it.
could
Yeah.
send 2 parties on either side of the
Yeah.
barn.
like special ops flanking.
Yes.
I'm good with that.
I feel like we've tried this before here, though.
Well, the last
Well,
time.
As long as we have the signal to get out and we know.
Which we know is running or a different lion roar.
Yes. Do not make the same mistake as June.
Jeez.
Correct.
Don't metagame. Got it.
All right.
It's deadly.
So let's sneak up, and then a group of us will go around one side of the barn, the other will go around the other. We're not going to do trees. We're going to do the barn. Is that what we're
Well,
saying?
I
tree
say
line's
one
near the
side.
barn.
One person stays on the 3 line near the barn, while the other side
All
comes
right.
down the back side of the barn.
I'll boost in
Okay.
the beginning, but after that I'll
And
stay
the
back
illusion
and-
goes down the middle of
down
the trees.
the middle of the trees.
Alright.
Ready to go.
All right. I mean,
Is there like a visible
Rubius
pit in
and
the middle?
Marishka,
At your service.
I
Yeah,
would
where is
say
that pit?
keep your, and JB, you already know, but you guys have some good firepower, pun intended, from a distance.
Listen, yes,
Don't get too close.
and
Shoot them in the back.
if
of
I
the
am
head.
correct,
Yes.
and these are magical users or wizards, perhaps, remember, they have a tendency to have area of effect attacks. So be careful as you group up. Don't make it easy for them to drop a fireball, as Malrishka is so apt at doing.
It's
I'd
all
like
right.
to
We'll
see
just
their
calm
aspects
emotion
as
them, and they
well.
won't do that at all.
But well, you can't do that no more.
What? That's news to me.
But as we,
Things have happened.
oh, never mind. I was gonna be mean to JB.
The pit that was
As you say,
described
as you've seen, JB's a little squishy. These guys should be squishy too.
is to the
I'm glad you didn't say that.
Oh, I
the
heard you.
southeast,
No, no,
below
no.
the kind of the
I hear you.
fire or the flower patch.
That's where the pit is.
Yeah, to the southeast.
Ah, one more thing.
Important thing from the DM, real quick.
One more thing. I can change my form a little bit if necessary.
Prove it.
Wait, what?
I can do it like once a day.
Do it right now.
Wait, I will, if we think that's a smart thing to do.
Do it right now. We'll wait till tomorrow.
Would you like me
Can
to?
you be a deer?
Frick, would I want to do that?
Could you be a dog?
I've done that once. Not a fan. No. All I'm saying is, if we can quietly get this guard out of the way by the barn,
Mm-hmm.
kill him,
Fine.
I'm already on my way.
maybe I can look like him.
Well, if we can get him without
Alerting.
alerting, then
Yeah.
maybe.
Right.
Well, I'm sorry, but we have already alerted, so I don't know how.
No, well, no, I mean,
they know,
haven't
There's
seen-
alert, like, hey, they're
And then
here
there's,
somewhere,
like-
and then there's that's where they are. We should kill them right now.
Correct.
Thought you were smart.
All right.
He
Shall
says it
we
won't
be?
be me.
Shall we be on our way?
Yeah, let's make our way towards the north.
Killian, we
Northwest.
still have that.
Yeah, it's only
Sneaky,
been
sneaky
like
spell
5
that you have?
minutes. Yeah,
All right.
I like
Let's
that.
be off.
I'm dictating.
Wait,
time.
who's going? who's going forward? Who's the sneakiest?
You are concentrating on Pass Without Trace.
Probably be me. Yeah.
And me,
What are you?
+8.
I'm a +11.
Well, I'm the second
That's
best.
cute. You're +8.
I'm
but
the s-
yeah,
I'm
I'm
the
guessing it's only
I'm the
really been
second
like 5 or
best,
10
you
minutes
cocky
since I
cat.
cast it. He's gone up and they had that conversation.
That's
now we've had this
debatable.
conversation.
I would like to be on the
I'd
side.
say you have about
What do you-
45
I'll
minutes
plus
left.
11?
We're tied.
Let's
Bart.
everybody roll stealth.
30.
I'm +11. Yeah.
There you go.
Sorry.
All right, so you roll
23.
as a group. You are
Plus 10.
stealthing, and
Adding
Mike,
10.
33.
you're adding 10.
Yeah.
As long as you stay,
41.
as long as you stay
41,
within
he
30
says.
feet of Killian. So Miku rolls a 31 as well. Oh no,
Did you crit too?
Yep, I heard it. It's
Oh, I
canon
did.
now. 31.
27. Added wrong.
22.
So
I got
Morthos,
30.
Rubius,
33.
JB,
30.
22.
Mariska,
32.
35.
41.
Perfect. As
Right.
good as you can
That
possibly
and mine
roll.
was perfect, as good as I could.
So you all watch as Bart disappears again
Oh, yeah.
into the
Robotin.
ethereal plane. Somewhere Somewhere out
Over the
there.
rainbow.
Internally, he's doing Kronks sneaking out of tune. Da, 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 da. Yeah.
That's the best part of the whole movie. Right?
Well, I mean,
and you begin
it is.
you begin
the
stealthily
whole movie is the
approaching,
best part of the whole movie.
covering the roughly 1,000 feet that you are away from the farmhouse. You get up about 900 or so feet away. There is a large berm that you are creeping up behind. Tell me where you're going and what you're doing.
I would
Who's
like
in-
to roll
Please,
pers-
first of all, tell me your marching order.
So it'd be
It'd be
Bart and Mortho should probably be up front.
and Rubius.
And Rubius. You can be right
Rube's up
behind
there.
us. Or you can
I-
be, we
I
can
wanna-
go
I
three
would be in
wide.
the
I don't
middle.
I wanna
care.
be
Are
beside
you, Are
him.
you going 3 wide? What's how you're doing it?
Yeah,
Do two or three round? Three?
just go 3.
How far from the back of the barn is the forest?
That's a good question.
And the
There is
berm.
no forest to the back of the barn. It's a large hill berm. There are no.
Did you
there's
say
no.
barn or burn?
Barn.
Barn.
There's no trees. It's a large hill that you must come up over.
All right. So
And then
we
down-
have
So we can like army
can't
crawl
hide
up to
from
the
any-
top of the hill and kind of
Okay.
like peer
No.
over.
Gotcha.
I'm-
There's no sneaking to this barn.
Are we
Yeah.
side by side or am I behind you?
Well, we would get to the top of the merman. I would roll perception. Like I would want to see what I can see.
Okay. So you sneak up. You don't need to roll. You've already rolled your stealth. You go to the. But I do need to know your marching order before we do that.
He's first.
So we have.
I'll go first.
I'm just. You're not here. I'm just putting you
Yeah.
here so you
Yeah.
can see your order. Oliver. And you said you wanted Morthos
Yep. Then
and
me.
Rubius side by side.
And I would be second.
So Killian, who was
I'd be right there.
concentrating, would
Yeah,
be
behind
second.
Killian.
I'll be in the middle,
Mariska
too.
behind Killian. Ray next to
The
Killian.
Flying V. The Three Musketeers.
Move
JB
it up on screen a
back.
little bit more.
in the back behind, and then you have
Yeah.
The
Make
you're
you.
at Miku.
hope we find it.
Well,
Okay, this is not.
Where
This
we're
is just a
positioned.
visual for you guys to see where that
We're
is.
not actually in the middle of the
You're not actually in the middle of.
How'd we get here?
You are roughly 60 feet north of here, and Killian, you are army crawling,
Yeah.
kind of crouching up to the top of the hill that overlooks this area. It's about a 15-foot berm that you crouch up to the top of. Go ahead and roll perception.
21.
21. Which is your passive.
Yeah, I actually rolled that. So.
Yeah. You look forth and you see the barn. If you're looking upon the map, you're approaching from the north. So to your right, but to you guys, it's on the west. But to the west, you see the barn, and you don't notice anyone over by the barn. You do notice what looks to be a slightly glowing something on the corner of the barn.
Okay.
I'm just going to mark it for you here.
Okay.
And you notice as well, in plain view, someone who is standing at the foot of the stairs.
Someone I haven't seen before.
Yeah,
Did you put someone out there?
I did.
Yeah,
I'm
he
gonna
did
take
move
this
that.
off.
Yeah,
so-
he did. You just can't see it.
Okay.
And someone inside the first floor of the house.
Oh, that was the daughter.
You don't see anyone through the windows. This is where the daughter was previously. You see someone standing at the foot of the farmhouse, and you think you saw some movement, more of a reflection or a change in the light behind the well that is elevated up above this area. It's on a similar berm, not quite as high as yours, but it's about a 10-foot mound.
Okay.
And you think you saw a
Something happen,
shadow
yeah.
kind of shifting behind the well.
All right, so I relay that to everybody. I
Oh.
say, I think our best effort is still the opposite corner of the barn, away from the light that we saw.
Hold on. Does that light remind you of any other light? Does it match the light coming from the machine at the dock? Is it a light you've
Does
seen
it
before?
remind me of?
Good question.
Are you talking about the one at the corner of the barn?
The glyph
Yeah.
over here.
Yeah.
Yep. Roll an Arcana check.
Gosh. So good the first two. And 7.
7. It reminds you of things you saw in Drong Tower. Some of the glyphs on the doors and the floor. But from that sort of distance, you can't tell the specificity of it.
Okay.
Interesting. Like, like the sheep ones? Those kind of glyphs? Or the ones that when we ran into, they blew up?
Yeah, I think more of the
The evocation.
the
kind.
The blowing up ones.
yeah, the bad kind.
All right.
Not the
The
ba
sparkly
ba
boom
or
booms.
oink oink
Yeah. Miss
kind.
JB, what type of radius do those things have? Do you know?
The bong bongs?
Yeah.
It depends on how much magic you put into the damn thing. Of course, it's gonna
Give me a range.
vary. Well, maybe 20 feet to 160 feet.
All right. Well, it's not that because we're within 60, so I think we're good there.
Mm-hmm.
But 20 could be bad.
Could be 60 already. We are found
So
out.
so the question is do we stick to the plan as is of going barn and tree line, or tree line and tree line, or all around the barn
Let me.
with the illusion going down the middle?
I could
as
see what
is.
happens if I send. I could do an illusion of solar heading in and see if it goes away, or
So you could do two.
see what it does.
So you plan on doing 2 illusions then? One of solar, then one of us later?
Well, first I
or-
was just gonna send solar in one separate direction, maybe head towards the back of that well you were speaking of,
Yeah.
just to see what takes
what
place.
happens. Yeah, I'm okay. From now,
And
from
if
where
we
we're
see
at now.
something or don't see something by the end of my range, I can get about halfway there.
I
And
say
then I'll send the second illusion of a group of us down the middle,
that works for me.
Can you see through
and
your
then we
illusion?
can try to sneak the other side.
Can you see through your illusion?
If I want to.
Okay.
Sure.
Cool.
Yeah, I say let's drop. Good idea.
All right, so I'll use minor illusion to create a solar copy.
Okay, I'm just gonna move you guys off the board.
Copter.
Solar copter.
You're gonna send it over to the well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that. That's new information.
It would be
Well, because we kind of know what that is already.
it would be wise to keep your eyes on the situation with me, because I'm gonna focus on the illusions. You focus on viewing what's
I
happening.
got eyes like a cat.
So where are you? You're moving to the front to be able to get within 60 feet. Minor illusion is 60 feet.
at 60 feet right
Right, but 60 feet from kind of like the front of this.
Oh, okay.
So you moved up to the top of the berm.
Yeah.
He'd have to essentially move
A little bit.
further in, because this is a little further in.
Gotcha. As long as he's within.
The range of the spell is 30 feet. It doesn't change.
So to get up here, you'd have to be essentially at the entrance to the estate, to the farmhouse.
Right now we're testing to see if we can get 30 feet up without anything happening. And
Okay, so 30.
Also, someone's going to see it, so someone will react, and we'll find out.
I'm just saying that 30 feet wouldn't get from where you
Correct.
are now.
Yep.
Wouldn't get you to the well.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yep.
as far. But you're just trying to get as far as you can.
I'm just trying to throw the signal off and see if anything reacts over there, while we also send an illusion down the middle, while we also try to sneak the other way.
Okay. So you
this is having.
But this is first the minor illusion.
So
Oh,
you,
so
you
say-
put your minor illusion out. Are you using the radiant sola, the shadowy sola? What are you
Same
using?
solar that was.
the shadowy one.
He just had the shadow.
Okay, so it was the shadowy sola, and
Just for clarification, like, you don't want to do this concurrently. You want to send her first.
No, I am doing this so that I don't waste a valuable spell slot on my spell disappearing as soon as we get in range.
Gotcha. Okay.
so the form of this fit monkish woman appears, wreathed in shadow, and she steps out using your illusionist abilities, because that is your specific focus within your wizard training. You're able to actually manipulate the form, and with your illusionist rings that you have, you're able to kind of make her move, which is far more than the normal minor illusion would allow for. And as you do so, you kind of make her step forward in her shadowy form, and then sort of float forward as if she were flying, and then kind of have her stop and peer forward. And there doesn't seem to be any reaction with her kind of right at the mouth of the entrance.
So you say that, then I will hold that. It's not concentration, so I can just keep it up.
Yep.
And I will create a major image of us.
How far does that go?
That I can.
I think that's 120.
I can get to the house with this one.
Yeah, from where you are,
So
you
we
would
should
be able
probably
to
move
get
concurrently
to
as
about
you're
here with
doing
that.
this though.
Yeah. So I'll.
To all
Solo's
hot-
moving. She's at the end. She's looking around right now. That's what I'm having her do. I'm gonna send this one down. A few seconds later, we use our stealthy position and our distraction to get where we want to go. Yes.
So we should know where we're gonna go then. That's what I'm saying. Before you send this down, now knowing the information we know, where are we planning on going?
When the party gets to the same distance as Sola, go ahead.
Okay. Well, so the sneaky people should go with on their own, and those who are not so sneaky should stay close to me, wherever we do split.
So how to be clear on how are you splitting that? You mean
I would say-
Mortos, Bart?
And and Rubius can go
Rubius.
on one side, and the 4 of us will go on the other.
All right.
5 of us.
Okay, so you're going to be splitting your party and following the illusion of your entire party forward. Is that correct?
Well, the illusion's going in the middle. We're going around the other side of the barn.
Okay, so the illusion is going down the center.
See.
Okay, so we're going to put...
Wait, is Miku going with that too?
I think we'd want to keep Miku with the group that has Pass Without a Trace, right?
So to get to the barn,
That's not what we
you'd
said.
be cresting...
It isn't?
you'd be cresting the berm and then coming down to the barn. Just so you guys are kind of I know that's off map, but that's the topography. Yep, you'd be up over and then down towards.
What if we send the Etten in on a sled? Just sled, right?
Fortunately, that's not one of the items you have available.
We don't have a sled. No.
Yeah.
I could whittle one.
We don't have that kind of time.
So you're essentially sending. I'm just saying that this is the illusionary magic, because I believe it's a 20 by 20 square that you can do.
From major image, yep.
Yep. So you're sending this down the center. You have a 120-foot range on that.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Where do you make them appear? And
they're going to crest over the hill.
Okay.
Just as just like they would be walking us coming over.
Okay. And
sneaking and cresting the hill.
Okay, so you have the illusion sneak up, crest over the hill. Are they just continuing to sneak? Please describe to me how
same
you're
way
doing
we
this.
would sneak around the side of the barn. They're going to try to sneak down the middle. So they're going to try and get as much cover from whatever trees are sticking up and
so they're
move quickly but sneakily.
They're moving as a group towards one of the tree lines?
Yes.
Okay, which tree line? I presume the one away from the barn if that's where you're trying to go.
Yep.
Okay,
yep.
So moves towards the tree line. Have you positioned yourself in a space to be able to see all of this?
I'm in the back of everybody. But, well, at
So
this point, I'm looking over the hill.
Okay, so you guys are all you've moved up to the base of the hill, and
Yep.
you're kind of creeping up and
at
watching.
least myself and Killian are.
Okay, so I'm going to push you to the front of of your group then to be able to see this.
Mm-hmm.
Morthos, you take a step back next to Killian, and you're watching this. The group comes up. Please roll a perception check.
Well, just when the group gets to the same distance as Sola, that's when we start moving.
Okay, so
they're still 30 feet away
so
from
Sola, to get up to the tree line, that's ahead of Sola.
Right, they're going to head towards the tree line.
Right.
We are going to start moving for real over the hill.
So you're moving
once it gets up to the line of where Sola is.
Okay, so you're moving concurrent with them.
Concurrent, but not the same distance ahead.
Right, so you're back a little ways as you're cresting over the hill.
We'll be 30 feet behind them.
And you're all moving stealthily.
Yes.
Okay.
Both parties are.
That was a lot of math. In
Right.
words.
as you approach the tree line, please roll. Because you're all moving and you have your party moving.
And Sola's moving.
And Sola's
I'm going to
moving.
create another minor illusion of Sola coming over with us. So.
Yep. So you have your 2 minor illusions, which is what you can do with your illusionist bracers, as well as the illusion, the major illusion that you're concentrating on. And I need a perception check from you as you seek to pull this off.
Yes.
Nice.
20.
20.
20.
On a 1?
No, I crit.
Oh, you rolled a...
Who said crit fail?
I just say
Oh, so you rolled a natural 20.
Natural
Alright.
20.
Scummy rights.
So,
This is some
as you are cresting the hill and you're all moving stealthily towards a part of the barn, which you haven't described to me yet, you do notice ahead of your party a glowing light on the tree.
On the tree now?
Yeah, glowing light on the tree, which would match the description that Killian gave you.
I thought you said it was on the...
Yeah, it's another one.
So it's a second one.
Got it.
This is one I didn't see.
Yeah. And this one is not facing where you were. It's really, you see kind of the glow on the opposite side of the tree, kind of near the roots.
15 illusions are going at once.
The illusion gets up next to it, and nothing happens. Except there is movement behind the well, and someone pops up and takes 3 crossbow bolts, and it plunges into the illusion. He takes a step back, reloads, and starts pumping shots again.
Hold on, we're only 30 feet behind here.
Right, so you guys are going to be over here somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can we engage this guy?
So, yeah, I need everyone to roll initiative.
Gotcha.
Which one do I want? Please.
Bum, bum, bum.
I've never seen anybody ask to engage initiative before.
It should worse than me somehow.
All right.
All right. So as the
Don't question it.
as the group moves forward, the illusion moves forward. You all, and there's you have. Yeah, you are able to fit everyone in this 20 by 20 radius. You guys are.
Maybe.
Okay. I don't know why.
We would be trying to sneak behind the barn, right?
That's
Yeah.
more than 30 feet away.
Well, that's all right.
So this is 30 feet from where this is, unless you want the illusion closer to the center.
Oh, you could make the illusion a lot further.
The
Well,
ma-
not Sola he can't. The major one he can.
Yeah, Sola can move wherever now. She can come with us.
Okay, so you have two Solas kind of
Yep.
floating about,
They're
and,
just distractions.
and you guys are going to be over here by.
Yeah, no, we're not going down the middle.
Yeah, we're going around the back.
Yeah,
So
that's
you-
what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
Yeah,
So
I
you
thought
g-
we were going towards the other corner.
We're going towards the other
Were we
corner,
away
coming
from
around
the
the
light?
back of the barn.
Away from the exploding. light.
Okay, so I was told that you were 30 feet away from this illusion.
30 feet behind. All I'm
Behind,
saying is
not
the
next
illusion
to.
went then when they
Like,
were
think
30
of it
feet
as a
ahead, we
planes
started.
going across.
Right.
We were coming up on the far west side. They were coming up on the east side. We were 30 feet back and then
Yes.
coming up.
Yes.
Okay. Well, minor illusion is a 30-foot distance. That's fine. I'm
Right,
just
which is why the first illusion is on this corner of the building.
is on this corner of the building.
Correct.
He said it
No,
was.
at first
by
it
the-
headed that way. Now it's coming back this way.
Right. So I'm
just
getting.
wanna shoot
I'm just
something
saying I'm
down.
getting mixed signals from you guys in terms
No,
of
I said
how
exactly
this
what he
is-
said.
How this is
Yeah,
being
that-
described.
That's what he said,
Gotcha.
which is what I took it.
If I
'cause
was
that's what we
running
talked
this
about.
operation, it'd be
It's
going
okay.
a lot
It-
smoother.
Nothing changed. So you want
Yeah,
this.
they still would have
I have no idea
been
what's
inside of
going
that guy, and he would have shot them.
Right.
I'm
So
sure.
that happens.
Yeah.
The image of Sola would be then about over here.
I
if
did
you-
not tell you
if
anything about that last time, so
if
you're
you-
right.
if you guys are over here, right?
That is where we're heading.
That's where
where
we
you
were
wanna
heading.
head. Okay. Very
All
good.
Get it? Got it now, man? Jeez. That wasn't so hard.
I'm just trying to
I'm
clarify.
not a
Imagine if we were doing
necromancer.
this all theater in the mind.
There were there were like 13 different images going on at once.
I would have clarified if I had known how
I
to.
would have just quit.
So you guys have this over here. All right. As you approach the side of the barn to go around, you hear kind of the Killian, you in particular, JB, you see, Ray, you can roll perception if you want. You hear this guy kind of start shooting, and he yells out, "Oi! Oi!" as he kind of starts shooting, and there is initiative that was
One of
rolled.
my people.
Yeah.
He's a cat man.
Oi! Oi! Oi!
Or he's Australian. One or the other.
Does he say "Oi, Malanda"?
Oi, Frankie!
Okay, initiative.
All right, now that we all know where we are,
Now are we rolling?
Now it looks
21
good.
and 25.
21.
21 for Oliver.
Nice.
Anyone else? 21 and 25. All right. Someone roll for
Mike, you?
Mike Q, please.
I rolled for me.
15.
15 it is.
Mine was. I actually got.
No, he
15.
rolled first. I
Okay.
was just being a dick.
16 to 20.
17.
18.
I had a 16.
18.
Okay, so we have
It's like you and me are bringing up the rear.
Morthos had an 18. Marishka had an 18.
17.
17. Killian has 17.
16.
16.
I had an 18.
And Ray had an 18.
These aren't bad rolls, these.
Yep.
So
But they didn't
16,
roll yet.
17, 18.
4.
Miku,
9.
Miku had, this is
15.
just going to be placeholder for Miku. Rubius had a 9, and
Yes.
JB
4.
4. All right.
I'm distracted.
He's the
Two.
caboose.
Trying to direct
Two.
these.
Caboose.
Two.
Trying to
Two.
direct these illusions, you know.
Trying to wish it into being.
Blab it and grab it.
So
Oh, okay.
after Miku is an enemy.
And then the boss.
Okay.
perceiving
Not gonna
and
show
achieving.
us where the boss is going.
That's gonna be a surprise.
Oliver,
First.
Yeah.
you hear this going on more than you see it. You have approached the corner of the opposite corner of the barn. There's a large berm about 10 feet away, clearance from the barn that kind of goes up, and you are in initiative. Tell me what you're going to do as you stealthily move forward, re-emerging from the ethereal plane.
I assume you want me to work to the corner.
That is correct.
Going to the corner.
Okay, you go to the corner.
That corner.
You're on the corner. The other corner. You want to go to this corner?
Not that one. The other corner.
Right, so you're already there.
Nope, the other corner.
Oh, you want to go to this corner?
Yes, that's the corner.
No.
I want to go up and over the barn to that corner.
I'm...
The head
Where
one.
June died.
Where June died, yeah. No, yeah, kind
Yes.
of over there.
Okay,
That corner.
so you want to move forward from there.
Yeah,
Got it. Okay. So what's your movement?
Bum, bum.
30.
30 feet. Okay. You turn the corner. I need you to make a dex save.
You
Shot
got
in
it.
the face. There's
Oh,
no
man.
one there.
Of course.
Dick save?
All the corners. Would have been a reasonable thought for someone who has a wisdom of a lot. Sorry, I had to take a
Whoops. I missed it. I missed it again.
You missed it again.
missed it again. That
Face
doesn't
is
count.
broken.
An 18.
18. As the arcane blast goes
Is
off,
this an area of effect?
you
Evasion?
intentionally duck out of the way, instinctively duck out of the way. The force energy kind of explodes past you, and you evade it with ease. The residual,
Son of a bitch!
Morthos, I need a dex save from you, as you were behind him and next to him.
Watch out! I set off a bomb!
You should have let me go
17.
17.
All right.
You also are able to evade it.
Noise.
But you do, because you don't have evasion, take half damage. You take 5 points of force damage. Okay? As you continue on,
I'm
we all saw that.
probably gonna...
that's 30 feet of movement as you near the edge.
I am now going to perceive on that corner if there mayhaps would be another explodey.
Please roll a perception check.
You got it.
Do an exploding
I'm going to allow you to do this as a free action
A fraction?
rather than using your action to do
You're,
so.
You're a generous GM.
Generous
How
god.
does a 7 sound?
I mean, you need to get around this corner and see what's inside.
Yeah, I do. On my next round.
So you've used your movement. You have an action and bonus action left.
What else do I see? Do I see anybody coming from that field over there or anything? like
With a
that?
7, you see no individuals anywhere. You see what looks to be a little fenced-in area where maybe there were some pets or something. Maybe a little dog. Maybe a cat. Who knows?
Did I see the guy that was over there shooting?
You heard him. You did not see him.
All right. Gonna try something here. You can tell me if this is metagaming or not.
Okay.
I'm gonna void bolt the upper corner of the barn.
Okay. What are you attempting? What's your rationale for void boating the upper corner of the
There's
barn?
one there, and then I just blew up one there.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm thinking,
Roll an insight check.
okay, I like that.
Yeah.
I'll probably fail.
Two
this.
corners have one. It's already a 50-50 there.
13.
13. I mean, you didn't see
10.
anything, but
10 is a 6. I never roll 6s. It's a 13.
6s are always 9s.
Yes.
You didn't see anything.
All right, so I wouldn't do that.
You're afraid of giving away your position.
Yep. I'm probably going to then just... I'm assuming they heard the last explosion. I'm going to ready myself in case someone comes around the corner.
Okay, very good. Morthos, you've taken a bit of a residual impact from the force damage of the arcane sigil that just went off in front of you. You know there's one on the other side of the barn, at least based off of what Killian described, and you see Oliver has stopped short of the other side of the other corner of the barn.
All right. I will use a bonus action to bring Sola back out.
Okay, bonus action has Sola out.
Does she actually stay out?
She does.
All right. That's test number 1. And then Morthos will literally move right up behind Oliver.
Okay.
And
Morthos
keeping
has
Sola right next to him.
Morthos has 15 feet of movement.
Well, whatever you're going to tell me I have.
Yep. Yep. So that's where you can get to with your movement.
All right. Well, since he kind of stopped, I'd like to see if I can see whatever he's looking at stopping for.
Sure. Go ahead and roll perception.
I want backup.
You want to
I just go, what are you doing?
I want backup.
I roll the net.
Back me up.
He's kind of gesticulating wildly and back to you. The
So-
tail, Oliver is like
I
kind
will
of
put-
looking
This is
ahead
going
and
really
looking
well.
back.
I will take Sola and tell Sola to go right in front of him.
We're not still.
Okay, Sola's in front of him.
And then I'll just kind of be like,
Well, that's backup. Thank you.
since I can only move 15 feet.
Ow.
Still?
Apparently. It's been weeks, but apparently I can still only move 15
I
feet.
told you that last week.
You gotta fix
Sure,
yourself,
15
bro.
feet.
You gotta take care of yourself, bro.
You gotta back out in the gym.
Get a good night's rest for once. Jeez.
Apparently.
Are you doing anything else
Nope.
with your... Okay, it is now Ray's turn.
Ray will go up to Morthos and then kind of help him up with a crunch, like a crutch, and then she'll bring him forward with her.
So you're grappling him.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you've moved
45
20
feet of
feet to
movement.
get there.
Yep.
So by grappling him, you can move
Half speed.
half speed.
Yep.
So that would be 30 feet,
I have 45.
40 feet. So that's your full movement speed as you move him forward.
Just drug
Do
a
you
grown
care to do
man
anything
10
else?
feet.
I'm gonna hold an action.
Okay.
I'm
Is he
gonna
though?
hold
You're
a.
also
Um,
Hmm?
I'm gonna hold
Explosion just went off.
yeah, I'm gonna hold an attack.
Okay.
If anything appears, she's gonna use her hammer and send out the.
A ranged.
Yes.
You're going to use your ranged attack.
Yes,
Okay, very
that
good.
word.
By way of reminder, you have 4 charges.
Yes, I have a D4 keeping track of the Thunder Fist and
Perfect.
the other one.
All right, so Ray's holding an action. Marishka, you are up.
So, when Ray moved forward, it didn't set off another blast at that corner.
You saw no further blast around that corner. Just you heard and saw Oliver trigger one. That was it.
I would move up then.
Okay.
Behind them.
I guess we're going all that way.
So you're
We're
behind Ray.
Other corner's exploding.
Kind of what I thought we were doing.
I thought that was the plan.
And I am going to. How does this work with
Did we send the big illusion?
the intersection of
Yeah,
like if I wanted
30%.
to
And it got shot.
hold ready,
Big illusion?
haste, but with the intention of twinning it when it's cast? I don't know how that works.
You can hold a spell. You'd be concentrating on it.
Yeah.
You need to name the triggering effect, and if the triggering effect doesn't occur before your next turn, the spell is expended and not cast.
Just use it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna do it. All right, so Marishka just moseys up to them stealthily, and she's going to lean forward and smile at both Bart and Morthos and say, "I think this is going to help us very much." And then just twin haste, casting one on both. And so let me just read that so everybody remembers. Haste. Your speed is doubled, Morthos. You gain a +2 bonus to
Can
AC.
move normal now.
You gain a +2 bonus to AC. You have advantage on dexterity saving throws. And you gain an additional action, which can be used only to take the attack, dash, disengage, hide, or use an object. So
Dope.
you both have that now.
Okay, so you are hasted. You watch as Marishka comes around the corner. She smiles at Morthos and Bart, who kind of turn back. And as she does, her hands kind of move slowly for a second, and then with unearthly speed, almost with a sort of a shimmer and a vibration to them, like as if her hands are moving quicker than your eye can follow. You watch as this energy kind of goes forth and settles on both of you, and you both kind of just are a blur as you're waiting for your next move, like a shot out of a cannon, as there is a haste that falls over you. And Marishka, you are concentrating on a spell.
Is this full cover that we're behind, like the whatever this is whole? There's no holes through it, like it's a standing establishment?
Yeah, there are no windows or anything on that side of the barn.
Okay, cool.
Yep. All right, very good. It is now someone else's turn. And you, JB, you watch as there is a fireball that explodes and just obliterates this illusion, except the illusion is still there. And you hear a call out, 27! 27! That's all you hear.
Audible. Omaha! Omaha!
Black 59 Razor.
All right. Good.
Oh boy.
Peyton Manning is doing the play-by-play here.
Rocky Top.
All right, Killian, it is your turn. Killian, you heard that as well, and Rubius, you heard that as well. Me of the Ettins is looking over intently at all this. The other head, Q, is staring down the side of the barn towards you all, ready to go.
So where did the 27 come from?
You have no idea. You heard it yelled, but
It wasn't.
roll a survival check to triangulate.
Pythagorean theorem.
20.
20. Somewhere ahead of you.
Towards the house. I'm going to where did the fireball drop?
On my illusion.
On the illusion.
Which is like in
By the well.
So-
is the illusion of
You look
us?
over and there,
Okay.
yeah, it was kind of like here. Or
Oh,
was it
it's
here?
so lovely.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
There was a solo illusion too. I just
Yeah,
want to make
that
sure.
Yeah,
one's
it
already
was
gone.
it was the full party.
You stay in your seat.
Sorry. Sorry. Okay.
Or not.
There was a secondary explosion as well, though you didn't
Right.
see it because it was engulfed in the flame. It was like a
right. A little bit of force in the
little bit of
fire.
force in
Yeah.
there, something like that. Yeah.
Forceful fire.
All right, I'm gonna throw my lions out.
Okay.
And have them go towards the tree line.
Down the middle.
Which tree line? There are two.
The one closest to us. So they're gonna come down the tree line. I'm gonna say,
So you throw them
be
out
some distraction. Yeah.
like this way.
Yep.
Okay.
And they're gonna come down that way.
As they bound around, you hear another
Yeah.
as the force goes off. I need 2 dex saves, one for each of them, please.
Pull up the.
As you throw out your golden lions, which then
Disappear.
they grow into 2 real lions, one with a darker mane than the other, as they kind of rush forward.
One is a 20 and one is a 6.
Okay, so the 6 fails
Yeah.
and takes 10 points of force damage.
Okay.
The 20 succeeds and takes 5 points of force damage. Right? And what's their movement speed?
50.
50. Are you just sending them straight down?
Yeah, just down the tree line there.
Okay, so as they go forward, you hear a
Son of a gun.
as they trigger 3 more. Please, please roll
They're
3,
doing their roll.
6
They're
more, 6 more dexes.
What's the DC?
It's the same for each. It's 15.
15.
Yep.
Okay.
So do all 3 for one, then all 3 for another.
Okay. So that one passes twice.
Okay, so
It
that
fails
would be
once.
20 total points of
Alright,
force
so that
damage.
one's down.
Okay.
So it turns back to
Simba!
The other one's
Yep.
gonna
So
be-
there is a
And they
golden statuette here,
right there, yeah. And that one would get to the same point
and
fail.
and also disappear. Okay.
Nice damage sponges.
Okay, all right.
All right, and on the last one, it was like as two went off kind of at the same time as
And
they approached the corner of the barn and the last tree.
How does anybody walk here?
I would actually then move to the corner of the barn
Okay.
and take a peer around and see what I can see.
All right, you've used your action. I'll give you this as kind of your free
Yeah,
review.
this would be the last thing that I would do.
Yep.
Crit.
Natural 20.
Yes.
Not bad. You do see a form in the window that seems to be looking out. You do see what do you see? You don't see him. You see this guy here. You see another one that's actually up in the tree.
It's a ballsy move, Cotton.
See if it pays off.
If I can do this.
Ray, cut that tree down.
I'm toasted.
Done.
So that guy's up in the tree.
After
been
we
a
kill,
dry
after we kill people.
And you
Mows that
hear,
grass.
more than see something moving above you.
Above me?
Yep.
Like about the same height as the roof of this barn?
Yeah.
Okay. Don't forget to look up. And kind of just
Who are you saying
that,
that to?
So I put the wrong one out there.
Are you yelling that?
I would, yeah. I mean, I'm far enough around that I would yell it to everybody.
I actually
I'm
don't know
far
how
enough
you-
away that I would have to yell. Everybody, don't forget to look at the trees and up.
Wait, where are you?
That's,
That's
that's Killian. Yeah.
Up.
All right, so we got something that you're hearing above here.
Where's Killian?
Killian's on the corner.
corner
Oh,
there.
that's where you are. Okay.
Where the glyph just exploded and then the lines triggered all the rest.
Yep.
He sees someone above in the tree, kind of hidden, and that guy is still there next to.
And whoever's within 30 feet of me still has passed without a trace. Not that
Right.
it matters, but
So and what you do note with the one that you've seen clearly, and the one that's seemingly about to move at the base of the that neither of them look like wizards.
okay. And the one that I saw in the window, blue, not blue.
It's more of a silhouette. You saw the form,
Got him.
but you don't make
Okay.
out any detail.
All right. That's my turn.
All right,
I can't
Killian is Miku
Oh boy.
starts moving ahead,
Buddy.
steps around.
Is he that size? Is he a large creature?
He's a large creature. He looks at Sola, just keeps going.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
The
Oh, wait,
glyph
as
is
it goes, I
triggered.
go,
Please roll. Someone roll Dex.
Do it.
Just roll a d20.
8.
8. He takes 10 points of damage.
Which
And-
side of his butt? Which is it? Me or Q?
It's me takes
So
it.
me's the left.
Me kind of takes it. Q goes brother as he goes into a rage.
Okay.
I like it.
And you watch as he just disappears and pulls out the sword, and you hear a shing, shing, and you don't see anything. You hear it.
Don't
Oh,
be
yeah, the
bait.
guard.
Go well.
And it is now the enemy's turn as you hear a shish, shish. You hear a rushing above, and another from Q.
Q.
And you watch as this guy. Well, you don't watch anything. Actually, Killian sees this guy because you're on the other side. Killian, you watch as one of the Zent thugs kind of runs along,
Take it.
and you watch as This guy rushes up, stops, and then from rushing around and kind of goes around the other way.
Okay.
And looks out and sees Killian and takes a shot over towards Killian. And it hits into the barn right next to him. He reloads. Same spot, misses twice into the barn, but seems to have a bead on Killian.
Okay.
It is now Rubius' turn.
Being close enough to hear the impact of the bolt on the wall, I'm going to turn around and walk next to Killian.
Okay.
Poke my head around the corner.
Archer versus Archer,
he
baby.
is occupying the corner, so you'd have to get out
I'm going to go walk
a little farther,
a little
or
bit to the left of
either
him.
ahead of him or to the left of him.
To the left of him.
Okay. So
While
you're to the left of
positioning,
him?
while still far enough behind that if I needed to put him in front of me to block an arrow, I could do that.
Okay.
And I'm going to.
You are a man's man.
And I'm going to look out. And what do I see?
You see
your
as
I see the
Zhentarim
enemies,
Thug
right?
clearly in the middle of the field here, the walkway. Roll a perception check to see what else you see.
This is to see whether I see the guy in the tree.
Yeah, this is just, yep, exactly.
12.
12. You see moving out of the corner of your eye as someone seems to be rushing towards the front of the barn, and those are the two targets that you make out.
First guy on the left, I'm going to say, I could have been your boss. Shoot him.
Okay. You take out your hand crossbow and make the shot towards the guy.
It's just how they're training you these days. Just a 21 to hit.
That hits.
First one is going to do 10 damage.
10 damage. As your crossbow bolt impacts his chest and pierces through his armor.
Put it behind me and shoot him again to show off a little bit. That one is 16 to hit.
Go gun kata style
16 to
as
hit.
the second bolt sinks into his hip. A little bit lower, but still making its mark.
Another 10 damage.
Wow, nice.
And then I'm going to go. Now to finish the job. Shoot him again.
As you use your bonus action to make the third
13.
attack. 13 still hits. Go ahead and roll your...
Dude. Another 10.
Wow.
Bro.
You rolled, what, fives on every...
Fives on every single one.
And you have my +1 crossbow, right? That I gave you?
Yeah.
Good.
It's a +11 to hit. That's what I've been.
Good.
And also
using.
adds 1 to the damage, so it'd actually
Well, then
be...
it's actually,
it would be 11 each.
So 33 points of damage total.
Dude.
So...
Pretty good.
Grunt.
He kind of stumbles and moves his crossbow to train on you, still up, but
What is this guy born?
badly hurt. Are you moving any further? You have used 20 feet of your movement.
I'm going to actually... can I draw back a little bit so that I'm not in range anymore? Like
Sure.
I'm not in sight?
Yep, you
So
draw
I'm gonna do.
back,
So I'm going to do.
and it is now JB's turn. JB, you are concentrating on a spell, yes?
Yes, and I'm going to move that.
Okay.
It's going to move as a group, but every 5 feet that it moves, a character is going to disappear from the illusion until it's just JB standing in the middle of the alley.
Okay, so you want to be
Arms
next
out.
to the bandit?
However far you let me move it. I assumed movement speed would be 30 feet.
I don't know
Something
what...
like that.
This is your action to move it or bonus? I can't remember how moving minor illusion or major illusion works.
Use my action.
Dude, that's so loud on stream. It sounded like you pissed it.
Makes me need to pee, man. Makes me need to pee.
And as
Now I'm done.
it's just JB in the middle, blue man group. Yes. He is. I'm going to have him speak and say, "Mary Sue, I am just like you."
I am your father.
Join me.
No, not yet.
Now kill him.
I am from another world and blue. Damn, why is it all rhyming?
Dabba dee dabba die.
And you have been lied to.
And she's like, that has to be my father. He rhymed.
Wait, well, how from the top? What was it?
Your I don't know how many
Mary
words I can say in
Sue.
6 seconds, but
You
if
finish this last
you
thought.
want to know more, call off your guards.
Aw.
You hear a voice call in response. Papa said that I need to protect Mama and that you hurt her. That's all you hear.
You wife beater.
You kill Mama.
Can I reply?
You can
As a
not.
bonus action?
When is that reply?
I'll use all my action economy.
Go ahead and give a concise reply.
You got shot at, missed twice.
You've been lied to. Your mama passed 70 years ago.
Papa said you'd say that. You're not a liar. He's not a liar. You're a liar. I just saw Mama. Mama's hurt.
Simple Jack.
All right. It is Oliver's turn. Bart/Oliver's
No, it's
turn.
fine.
You hear stuff going on ahead of you.
Yeah, no, yeah.
How tall's the barn? Did I hear Killian say, "Remember to look up"?
You did.
Did I hear
Kermit the Frog.
running from the roof?
What's your
Considering the Etten is 14 feet away from me.
What's your passive perception?
Don't do that. Why you gotta be so rude? Passive perception 14.
You did not.
Okay.
But you did hear what he said.
Look up. I look up.
You look up. You see a thatched roof. It's not straw. It's like wood lath, kind of a thatched, almost cedar shake type of a thing. And it's about 10 feet to the overhang, and then the roof. You are right next to the wall, so that's about all you can see. You'd need to get out farther to get any sort of...
I'm gonna climb it. You said look up. I'm gonna climb it.
Okay, so you have a climb speed of
My
your speed.
and I can double. I'm doubled right now, so I have 60 feet of movement naturally.
Okay, so you easily get up
Now what do
to
I
the
see?
top. You see... Roll a perception check.
That one's not gonna be bad. 18.
You see over the apex of the roof, on the other side, kind of near the front of the roof, but on the other side of the apex of the roof, you see what looks to be the top of a hood that's kind of crouched down.
Uh-huh.
You have enough movement speed to get there if you
it was
wish.
10 feet up, right?
Well, it's up the peak, but it was 10 feet to get up, and then it's another to get there.
'Kay.
About 25 feet to get there.
So what I did to the Kendim, we're gonna be doing to this guy too.
You're taking the running.
Both swords out,
Okay.
and we're gonna roll to impale.
So Oliver, with the tail, kind of wraps around your hand, and Bart, with the ivory crest, and
And Soul Quencher.
and you rush forward, taking out Soul Quencher in your right hand, ivory crest in your left hand.
Do you have any advantage?
Oliver wrapped around your left hand.
Real quick, my the Dagger of Venom. It says it's an action to turn on the venom.
I presume you did this prior to combat because you planned on doing that.
I did.
Yep.
Okay, so that's on then.
So you did that on your way up.
Sure. Okay.
And it's on. You rush forward and make your attack.
One of them is definitely gonna hit.
The first one that you rolled is the ivory crest.
Okay.
Or
I rolled both.
you rolled both. Okay, so the gold one there is ivory crest,
'Kay.
and the silver one there is soul quencher.
13 on the gold one,
That does not hit.
then 24 on Soul Quencher.
That does hit.
All right. Now you got to roll a Constitution.
Constitution. That is a natural one.
So you fail. You're gonna take 2d10 and you're poisoned.
Okay.
Just trying to. All right. I'm just gonna roll the 2d10s on here first. Sorry. Okay. So the poison damage to you is pretty good. 18.
Whoa.
Nice.
And you have the poison effect.
Yep.
Now I get sneak attack because.
Because one of your attacks hit.
Yep.
Yep.
So now I roll a bunch of d6s. Sorry, we just leveled up, so I want to see how many I have. 46.
I think it's 4 at level 8.
Yep.
40.
40. So as you lunge forward,
Plus the sword, right?
plus the plus 5, yep. Well, 6 now, plus 6. You lunge forward, and at the last moment, a dagger parries away the ivory crest, and with the opening, Soul Quencher finds its mark, and you pierce the figure through the side as his hood flies back, and you see a very dark-clad Zhentarim with black leather armor, shrouded in a cape that is made specifically to kind of occlude. And this doesn't look like a normal thug. This looks like someone who specializes in assassinations.
27 points.
27 points of damage.
Now,
All right.
I was coming at him to try to knock him off the roof with me.
Right. You made both of your attacks.
Mm-hmm.
So
I'm hasted.
you have a third attack.
I do.
Which would be your grapple. So
Yes.
go ahead and make your push with your third attack.
Can't go fast.
So the first attack was attack, then a bonus action. All right,
Why
I
do you
need
crit
to
on
roll an
this?
opposed check. Do we have any advantages or disadvantages?
Not for the
Nope.
DM.
It would be nice if
Would
if
not
we
be
had
nice.
some advantages or
Oh,
disadvantages.
I wish I could say
Why?
this.
He rolled straight the whole time.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying hypothetically.
Dude, you always
chat.
crit when you try to
chatters.
pierce somebody.
All right,
off
I
this
roll.
If
freaking
E-Craft
roof.
was
And
here, he'd give you one.
That is a 2. So, he
May he rest in
goes.
peace.
Or you're going with him, or you,
Sure.
Okay, so he
Except I'm
goes
going to hit the button.
and hits the ground.
Dude!
You start falling as well,
Well done.
and you stop yourself about 10 feet in the
Mission
air,
Impossible style.
and it's
Hey,
like,
freaking
Oh
plus.
my god.
and you kind of just flick his blood back on him as he
That was
splats on the
badass.
ground.
Do you
Please
want me to
roll.
roll-
Please
yeah,
roll 2d6.
Okay. That one flew out.
4 DM advantages.
3.
I have 4.
You have 4.
Advantages.
Three Thank your cousin.
Advantages.
Falling.
Three falling damage.
Yep.
Okay,
It's
very
not
good.
fair,
That's
Scooby.
that's nepotism.
Yeah,
That
I was
is-
gonna say, that is
Thank
the
you.
definition
Thank you.
of
Thank you.
nepotism.
Now,
We need
he's
some balance,
poisoned. What does that
P-Force.
effect do to him?
So it means that he has disadvantage
On checks.
on ability checks and attacks. Let me confirm that.
I think that's correct.
So
Poison. A poison creature has disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks.
So that grapple check, he would have had disadvantage there on that?
Yeah, I rolled a 2.
I'm just
I mean,
I'm
it could-
just
Yes, he would have.
okay.
Yep.
Just trying to understand how it works.
So you are off the roof. You are midair.
That was a good turn.
And you look and you see another thug that is fighting Miku.
Yep.
And one that is rushing up to your left. The guy on the ground is still moving. But he's very badly hurt.
Yeah, he is.
That was well done.
Yep.
Morthos,
Bastard.
you watched as Bart flew up and you heard a ah, 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 and a satisfying whoosh flick of the sword around the
Can I
bend.
make the assumption that he fell off?
Yeah, you
Alright.
got the sense that someone
so
was knocked off the roof.
Morthos will use his 30 feet that he has now
Get
and
about
run.
doubled.
Yep,
Yep.
run as far as he can.
There's a large cart on the end there that you got to kind of
Sure.
go around. So that's 30 feet. You're behind Miku, who has his sword kind of ready to come down again on.
Could you describe then, or I can make a perception check, what I see?
Yeah, you see locked
10.
doors. There looks to be a large kind of gated lock on top of the barn doors. You see Miku with his large sword
Ooh.
in combat with the thug there. You see a very black-clad Zhentarim flayed out on the ground, though still moving, with another Zhentarim rushing in.
Does one of them, or all of them for that matter, look like they're wielding swords, magic? I want to find. I am specifically
Roll
looking for who
insight.
the wizards.
Yep, roll insight, please.
Thanks for all the bits, everybody.
Holy cow.
Yeah, seriously.
6.
6. None of them look like the wizard you saw.
Okay. Well, if that's the case, then I'm going to bonus action. I'm going to cast Hex on the one that's on the ground.
Okay, Hex on the guy on the ground. Very good. He is hexed.
He will have disadvantage on acrobatics.
Acrobatics, very
and
good.
Sola, I will now command her to move her full movement right up next to him.
Okay, he is prone on the ground next to Sola.
And she is going to light him up.
She has advantage on her attacks as he is prone. And is this the radiant form of Sola?
Yes, it is.
The radiant form of Sola takes form and
in fact,
begins bludgeoning the prone
there is
assassin.
light coming out of Morthos's one eye right now.
Okay.
And
just went crazy.
She is just in her full glory.
Hey, if I haste him, does she get hasted?
Yes. So the first one's an 18.
That's so
So
we hasted
16.
3 people.
I freaking love myself. All right, continue.
So the
Smoking
first
like a
one
Sue
hits
Marishka.
and smashes him in the back of the head as he's trying to pick himself up. He gets knocked back down to the ground.
You just mean you mean roll
Yeah,
all these?
see if all the attacks hit, and then we'll do
Alright,
the
so
damage.
then the next one will be a 24.
24 also hits. As he tries to get back up once more, she brings her foot just right down in the small of his back. There's a crunch.
The third one will be a 19.
As she just kicks him straight across the face. Poof, as blood goes flying out of his mouth, and he's just laying there.
Do all 3 of those hit?
Yes, they do.
So let's see.
Oliver high fives you with his
Yeah.
tail.
Oliver is just hanging midair above you.
Good job! That was awesome!
21.
You're so fast! I feel fast too.
29 plus.
Let me eat this burrito. Oh, I don't have my mic in.
So that'll be 39 points of
39 points of damage.
Wow.
2 advantages.
Miku has 2 advantages?
1 for each head.
I love it. I love it.
Is he still alive?
He is barely moving.
Then I action surge.
Action surge.
And Sola just like you just see her. She just somehow she gets even
It's gotta be
brighter.
The rock's
And
elbow. People's elbow.
Make 1 attack, please.
25 will hit, right?
That hits. As frustrated that this guy is still moving, you watch as Sola just kind of looks down, and with one very swift and actually merciful move, it's a right on the back of his
16.
neck, and a
16 damage.
twist of her foot as the neck gets broken, and the body goes still.
And I assume she's still close enough to get to the second one, the one that hit Mike-U, or that Mike-U is engaging?
Yes, she can take the turn around, step up, and she is now engaging Mike. 23, that hits.
And an 18.
18 also hits.
Good work. Good work.
6, 7 is 13 plus 2 more d6. Just like point over with this cloak, the beast cloak.
Yep.
Well, that extra one because it says on an attack with action surge. Would that act as a second one?
I think it's once per round.
Per round.
Is that what it says? I can't remember. Can you read it? Read it, please.
It says once per turn.
Yeah.
Right. All right. 12, 21.
21 total damage.
Yep.
With swift action, Sola steps up to the next one with a poof punch to the gut. You hear the wind knocked out of him, and as his body lurches forward, she comes with a knee straight up underneath his chin, poof, and he just goes back, smashes into the door, and slides down. You watch as there's a massive gash across his chest that had previously hurt him.
Morthos just kind of, way to go.
The ghost of June says,
Me looks over at you, goes, yo. And is that the end of your turn? I believe it is.
That is the end of my turn.
Ray, you are up.
My turn! She's gonna run
Through
and
the
then
barn.
see no
Kool-Aid
bad
Man style.
guys. She has 45. How far can she get?
You can get right up next to Miku.
Okay. How far away is the guy in the middle of the field?
He is 30 feet away from you.
Dang it.
We're Oh, that guy.
Yep. So the bandit that is here.
The camera's blocking him on me.
It's right here. I don't know if you can see that.
I can now. Yeah.
Let me hit someone! She's gonna go into rage.
Okay.
And then she's gonna shoot off her tiara.
Okay.
And
And you hold out your fingers as your little tiara alights with flame. The flame kind of goes down your arm and explodes out of your finger as you shoot your 3 scorching rays.
Come on.
Come on.
I'm so proud of Marishka's such a proud sister.
okay, 1 crit,
Yes!
1 7,
Okay.
Not so good.
and the other is an 11.
Okay. The crit hits. The other 2 miss.
2 hits, basically.
Yeah.
That's a 1.
7, so 14.
14 points of damage. All right. Very good. As the two motes of fire fly past and dissipate into the air beyond, the third hits square in the chest, burning through the leather armor, and he lets out a yell of pain as his skin is blistered and boiled beneath the weight of the fire. That's your action, and you bonus action raged and moved, so I think that's your full turn.
I have 2 actions.
You do. Well,
But
it's an action
My,
to...
my thunder wave isn't far enough.
So, just to clarify for future, when you cast Scorching Ray, that is a full action.
Right.
So you wouldn't be able to do Scorching Ray and your Thunder Wave in the same turn, just so you know. It's to cast a spell is an action.
Okay.
To
can't
make
do
an
spells.
attack is an action, but you have a multi-attack. That's why you can take 2 attacks.
Okay.
So just so you, when you're thinking for
So
your
2 attacks,
turns.
not 2 spells.
Sounds good.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Very good.
That's why I don't play magic, people.
Marishka.
I just learned
Know
that
what
last
you're good
week.
at.
I just want to hit something.
know what you're good at and stick to it.
So here's what I'm thinking. 30 feet of movement, can that get me to kind of like a Congo line behind, no, other way. Behind like Rubius almost.
You're going back the other way?
Yeah, I just want to see if I can make it where I would have a shot
Yep.
at one of the guys.
That's 20. That you can go. Rubius is right in front of you. That's 25 feet. You can go there, and you would not have a view of this guy here. He's blocked.
Right. We don't know. Did I know if there was somebody in the trees then? Or is that... that was
You
okay.
don't know anything about the trees, nor do you even have a view. Well, no. From where you are, you wouldn't have an angle on that, with the barn above you.
So at that angle, I can't see anything. Really?
Correct.
That's lame.
So you have used your movement. You have an action and a bonus action left as you continue to concentrate on the haste spell.
I am going to cast... Well, so here's my... I was going to see if I could get that far to see it. No, we'll just keep it. That's fine. I would have done that anyway. I'm going to cast Mirror Image on myself.
Okay, mirror image is not concentration.
Nope.
So you have your 3 duplicates out, all of them in their resplendent purple fiery glory, as you have diversified your target ability. Before Killian goes, we'll just put him in here because
we know already.
Yep. You watch as a flash of Killian, you see this.
Yeah.
A flash of red light emerges from on top of the roof. As the flash goes off, a figure becomes visible who was previously invisible. And as there is a flash of red light, there's another flash of light above the barn, though you can't see. And
Am I just outside of that?
yes, I can only get the 3 of you.
Nice.
Miku, Ray, and Morthos are
Bless you.
entrapped with a giant cage of force energy.
Okay.
And
I don't even know it.
with that, the figure takes out his sword and runs it across his the metal on his shoulder blade, and you hear a shing, and the note holds, and it kind of plays, and just the note is held as if the note of a song.
And this is the little guy, or the one that's up on the building?
And you watch Killian as the figure jumps off the building.
That answered that.
And just starts walking over towards the cage, and points out one finger at the cage, and another with the sword kind of points to the edge of the barn. Wordlessly.
Towards me.
Wordlessly, yep.
Okay. It's now my turn.
It is now your turn.
Do his enemies have to roll perception for his silent gesture?
So I'm going to cast Wall of Fire.
Okay.
Yes!
And it's going to go starting at the bottom of the tree right in front of where he's at, diagonal all the way up towards the other, like
Flame on his side.
flame on his side, diagonal all the way up.
So you're saying like this way?
Yep.
Okay.
Trying to get as many of them as I can in.
Okay, so you're starting with him.
So I would start, so it's 10 feet, which I would know. So I would start up in front of him and go diagonal.
In front of him, which would just catch him in the flame. Is that what you're saying there?
Yep. Yeah, it's so 10 feet on his side, so I can get both of them in a straight line that way. If that makes sense. If you move it 5 feet back.
They're 15 feet apart.
Yeah, but if you move it 5 feet back diagonally, he would be at 10 feet, and it would be right in front of that guy.
Can you please read me the spell?
Yeah.
Wall of Fire's fun instruction.
You create a wall of fire on a solid surface within range. You can create the wall up to 60 feet long, 20 feet high, and 1 foot thick, or a ringed wall 20 feet in diameter, 20 feet tall. When the wall appears, each creature within its area must make a dexterity save. On one side of the wall, selected by you, when you cast the spell, this deals 5d8 damage to a creature that ends its turn within 10 feet of that side or inside the wall.
Okay. So
A creature takes that damage when it enters the wall for the first time or ends its turn.
So they are 15 feet apart. How are you can't get both of them in the first flame. You can go here.
And can I construe it to get them that way? But
yeah, so you could, the next flame would be there.
Okay.
And it would get.
So that's how you're gonna play it.
Yeah.
Because I feel like technically diagonally through those ones.
But they're 15 feet apart.
Yeah, they are. But if it continues diagonally down, he's only 10 feet apart. Like if you took that tree out south of it.
Right.
Right there.
It would have to be on the space of the tree, which is still a 10-foot space. It would get him, but it would not get this guy.
Well, the next one would.
The next one would. So
okay,
that's with the next one you'll be able to get him.
Okay, that's fine.
Are we on the same page?
Yep.
What
All right.
book are we reading?
And you're
just get a continuous, all the way.
You're going through the illusion.
I would try to avoid it as much as possible, but
well, it's just JB in there now.
It's just
right?
JB. I'm presuming he's in the center.
Yeah, so I would go south of it, south of him.
Okay, gets him.
What?
And this one kind of.
Is he 20 feet up, or is he too far back too?
Who? This one here?
No, the one up in the tree.
He's up in the top of the tree.
So like 30, 40 feet.
Yeah, it's about a 30-foot tree. Yeah. You can angle it closer to the tree so it starts burning the tree.
Yeah, I probably would do that.
It would start burning both of these.
Burn, baby, burn.
Well, actually, not this one because the angle.
Yeah, the one that he's in, I would do.
Yeah. Okay. So this would start. It would start that. All right. So I need to make 3 dex saves.
3 dex saves. Yep.
Okay. So first dex save of the thug over here.
Do we want to use it?
And I have 4 advantages.
Yep.
The only one I want is the boss. I definitely want that
disadvantage the boss.
Disadvantage, yep. The one that sounded like it was singing.
Okay, I'm going to use my advantage to cancel that.
Yeah.
So I'm rolling straight for him. We'll start with him. That is a natural 20.
Okay. Force cage is still up.
What
does the boss look like?
A
Blade singer. A blade
He's
singer.
the bodyguard that has the huge sword.
Yep.
He's a music
Let me bring that up.
Singing.
He's a singing man.
76 trombones led the big parade.
The next one is the first thug that's next to the fire. That's a 15. 15 fails.
That does fail.
And the last one is an 11. Also
Also
fails.
fails. So 5d8 for those two. 5d8 halved for homeboy.
Yep. So roll your 5d8 and let me know what it is.
Yeah, it's not very good.
Well, that's only. Oh, that's the fifth one.
Sorry, 11.
Do you roll the damage unique for each one, or is it just the same applied?
It's 15.
Something.
Well, it's there forever. As long as I'm concentrating. If they end their turn within it, they also take another.
Yeah. Okay. Very good. So what was the total damage?
15. So
15 total
total.
on 5d8.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that's bad.
That's bad.
Awful.
You're terrible.
He goes, "Pah!" and Marish goes,
Okay. So the blade singer kind
"We'll
of
get there."
watches as the flame emerges in front of him. He kind of takes his sword and almost deflects the magical
Does he still have to
energy.
make a concentration save?
Huh?
He takes damage.
He does take damage, yeah.
Does he have to make a concentration save?
Force
still?
cage is not concentration. Once it's cast,
It's
it is
just
there.
Okay.
Yep.
Whoa.
That's good.
And the other two failed, and they take the full 15 points of damage.
Yep. And those trees are on fire now.
Yep.
Itch.
This tree is not. This tree is not. This one is.
Okay.
As the flame begins to burn up, and this guy gets incinerated by the flame, having already been taken damage from Rubius.
Oh, sick.
Tag team.
No!
You're welcome.
Damn it! I
All
mean,
right.
good job.
All right, it is now the enemy's turn.
Who's in there with you? Who's in the cage?
Ray, Morthos, and Miku. Yep.
There is a
So Morthos gonna be out.
Right.
I need Killian.
Are you in communication with Scooby-Doo at this moment?
I am not.
Liar.
JB is still out of
Who's the clay that questioned the
view.
plotter?
Really intelligent clay.
What do you need?
I need you to roll a
I'm gonna use my advantage for whatever this is.
intelligence save.
Yeah, using my advantage. Crit.
Woo!
24.
Okay. As you feel your body begin to phase as if moving into a different plane of existence, and you briefly see what looks to be a room surrounded by corridor after corridor after corridor after corridor, some sort of planar maze. This level 8 spell does not make its effect.
Holy moly.
That was close. You guys all would have died.
At that, you see materialize,
Dude.
because you kind of sense where it's coming from.
Yep.
You watch as a wizard with a spell book that's holding out a hand towards you is kind of standing just behind the well.
Gosh.
At the same time, I need everyone to make a dex save
Everyone.
Over there.
as a fireball explodes around you all.
That's ironic.
I saw that coming.
Roll a perception check, please.
Perception.
21.
21.
Ouchies.
No.
I rolled the 21 as well.
I rolled an individual 1.
It's not quite good enough, but that's where he is.
I failed this step.
Okay, so on the fireball that has exploded,
That's a
Killian,
13.
13 is a fail. Rubius, 21 succeeds. JB,
A 3.
3 fails, and Marishka,
17.
17 passes barely.
Can I
Just
do
meets. So you all take
I maintain concentration.
I maintain concentration.
hold on.
Oh,
You failed.
Yeah,
What did you roll?
16.
That does maintain concentration because it's actually higher than 10 because you took 25 points of damage. So half of that is 12.
I got 16 as well.
You also pass. You both maintain concentration.
I took 25 damage.
You took 25 damage.
17 for concentration.
That passes as well.
Also, I'm going to burn sorcery point to gain resistance to fire.
Okay, very good. So you have 3 sorcery points left, and you have.
I have 4 left.
Oh, it was 3 to.
Yeah.
Very good. Thank you. You all maintain concentration. Well done.
Ooh, that was big.
And 25 points of damage to JB, 25 points of damage to Killian, 12 points of damage to Rubius and Marishka. Marishka, because it was an AoE attack, your mirror image didn't really do anything there. It's on a specific attack. The fireball dissipates as you all take that damage, and it is now the rest of their turn. This guy backs away.
Finally burned the
One of those is Mikyu.
Yeah, that's
See the second one?
He's
yeah.
in the cage.
Mikyu's in the cage. You watch as he steps up, and there's a yo, and a hand reaches through the cage, and an icy energy kind of forms on the fingers of me, and an ice knife explodes forth through the cage as he holds it out. It pierces through the fire,
Yeah.
and I need to roll an attack.
Oh, he did that.
Mikyu.
Me did
Me.
that.
Me did it.
Yeah.
I thought
That's
the cage
awesome.
was doing it to him.
No, that was
me
me.
did that.
Attaboy, me!
Good job, man.
Sorry, I didn't mean to distract you. I just couldn't remember who went first, him or the enemy.
Yeah, it's okay. That's an 18 plus stuff, and I need to roll the damage.
Nobody puts me. Well, Q's the barbarian, and apparently me is a spellcaster.
I love him! Marishka knows a minion when she sees one.
Maybe you're the minion.
That's a real metaphorical
As I
question.
said, there are 5 spells in the entire spell book that don't have a verbal component.
And me has them.
Well, one of them's Ice Knife. And he does 10 points of damage to the other thug, who has already taken
Some
a
fire.
bunch of damage from the fire.
Not a bunch, only 15.
And he's still standing.
He is still up. As the ice explodes around him, he takes the step back, having just received fire damage followed by ice damage. And
We're giving him medical treatment.
and it is now well, there are no other enemies, just him left. Rubius.
I'm gonna poke my head around the corner.
You poke your head around the corner, you see a large wall of flame, 20 feet high. Is it 20 feet high?
I don't see anything.
And you can roll a perception check
Perception.
as you scan the battlefield.
That's a critical fail.
You
No, it's a 7. Never mind.
don't you're taken in by the flame. You don't really see anything else.
Okay. Oh, then never mind. It's a 13. Due to Morthos saving me.
You do see in the tree that is a fire, as you kind of follow your eyes up, there looks to be someone who is standing
you
up there
Re-roll.
as it is tottering a
I
bit.
have 4 advantages.
Just
Can I-
re-roll.
Can I roll again?
Re-roll.
Perception?
Yep.
Should I use one, boys?
No, just re-roll.
It's 13.
13 plus.
No,
Nothing.
13.
Okay, you see another black-clad figure. Well, you didn't see the first one, but there's
That
another black-clad figure.
That was my reaction. by the
Your
way. That was
reaction-
bountiful luck.
Oh, he rolled natural 1. Okay, very good.
What was a 7?
The first one was a natural 1.
No.
I
I
you
thought
said
it was, but it was a
Oh,
7.
okay,
they look
never
very
mind.
similar.
Gotcha. Never mind then.
All right,
Sorry.
so I say, I look up and say,
13, yeah.
oh.
We're learning our new abilities at level 8. All right,
Yes.
go ahead and roll your attack on the assassin in the trees.
Well, 14.
14 does not hit.
Right,
as the bolt gets lost in the branches.
I was blinded by the smoke. That's the only reason why.
The wind wafts smoke over
Next
to your
one,
corner.
23.
23 does hit.
That one is doing 12 points of damage.
12 points of damage. Very good. As the bolt pierces into his shoulder, which is just kind of exposed above the top of the tree.
Okay.
And your third attack?
Third attack is going to be a natural 20.
Crit! Attaboy!
Go ahead and roll your double your dice.
Remember to add your ones to all of your
Whoa,
attacks.
does 18 damage! Oh, no, it's 20
Nat-
damage!
No, that's 36, isn't it? You double it.
Yeah, well, that is...
No, he rolls
Oh.
2d6.
Yep.
He rolled 6 and a
Six on
6
both.
plus a 6
So 18 total. Awesome.
plus
Well,
the 2
plus the
Plus
two.
the
so it's
2.
20
Because you get additional 1 per...
Because it's the +1.
plus 1 cross.
plus 1, right?
Right. So, well, you don't double that. So it would be 6 and 6 is 12, and 6 is 18.
18.
And then you don't do any additional 1 point of damage
It's
from
one on. Instead of
five.
being +5, it's +6.
Does it say
Oh,
+6 on
that's-
there?
Yeah, it does.
Okay, all right, good.
Yep.
Hey,
Fine, I
So-
guess I'll take 18.
That's awesome. So this time, as the bolt pierces the shoulder first, he kind of is jostled out of his position, stands up a little bit as he looks at his shoulder, and as he does so, you find the opening in his throat,
Ooh.
and you just and he immediately just starts spitting blood as the blood squirts out of his throat. He holds it with his hand, applying pressure, and looks at you, and immediately
Sorry,
Which
sorry.
one is this, Chew?
this is the guy up here.
Okay.
Immediately,
Yeah, I hit him with 29 damage.
immediately goes to retort and fires
He knows that.
fires a bolt back at you.
Okay.
As
Take your
he
best
was
shot.
holding his action for someone to come into view.
That's a
Man.
hell of a hell.
How dare you strike your superior?
It's not
No,
a spell, but
I get
yeah.
it, but I'm just like, I'm imagining a
I'm-
3-foot bolt.
That's
out of
another
his neck and
natural
he's,
one.
I got you.
Still, yeah, 29
Natural
points of
one?
damage
Yep.
is no
What
freaking.
happens to his thing?
I'm looking. I just rolled this.
Breaks a bowstring. He's useless.
He shoots his friend in the trees right in
He
the
shoots
left
the boss.
buttock.
Shoots the guy that's
As
holding
you
from
watch,
escape.
as
He falls from the tree.
as you watch as he kind of jostles and just tries to shoot at you erratically, and several bolts just fall out of
Okay.
Oh,
his
that's embarrassing.
his quiver, and he's lost half of his ammo. He takes a second shot at you,
Okay.
Yeah. It's,
and that is a 19.
One hits.
Okay, and you
As I'm
take
laughing. Oh!
you take
in the
7
dangle.
points of piercing damage, and I need you to roll a Constitution save.
Ooh. They're poison arrows.
It's a critical fail.
Okay, you take 24 points of poison damage, and you are
oh, you
poisoned.
crit failed. Roll again.
Oh, really?
Lucky!
Because it was a 7 before, the reaction was never
Right,
used.
never used,
So
yeah.
So now I can actually use it.
Yeah, yeah.
That one is a 16.
that passes.
Oh!
shoot!
That's awesome!
So
Be
you
lucky.
take 12 points of poison damage,
Much
and you are
better.
not
Not
poisoned.
Not poisoned.
You suck, Mr. Jugular.
Tiny Tim did not die. That's good.
You'll be bleeding out in a few seconds, I'm sure.
Well done, well done. JB,
I move back.
you move back. JB, you had a fireball that has exploded on you, and you don't quite know where it came from.
I rolled what I was gonna do, so I'm going to cast greater invisibility on myself.
Okay, you are invisible.
Yes.
I'm gonna move 30 feet out into the main.
So you're no longer concentrating on the.
JB's gone.
Other JB's gone.
Both JB's gone.
And you're now concentrating on greater invisibility. And where are you moving to?
As far down as I can.
30 feet is to there.
Attaboy.
Progress has been made.
Oh, I was.
Nah.
Alright.
Right? Because your action and your movement. Where you, I mean, you could go. You were here 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You could go to the corner of the bar further down. Is it,
Yeah, that's
you're-
alright.
Yep.
Yeah, go there.
Okay, so you are there.
Remember last time you were there, you almost died. Like in that exact
Okay.
spot.
Almost. And then.
You are invisible.
Then June did.
Somebody liked her anyway.
Rest in peace.
It's true.
And then.
and then
I'm gonna
Sandman
make
one more
the.
time.
And Mersh goes left.
Yeah. Never mind. End my turn.
Okay, your turn is ended as Bart is up. You see a giant flame in front of you, and you can, as you kind of look up, as you're suspended in the air, you're not really able to see much through it, but you do look behind, and there is a force cage behind you with your 3 friends trapped inside.
I'm still hasted, correct?
You are still
Oh
hasted.
yeah,
Concentration
I
is
could save
maintained.
concentration on that.
So if I do my conspirator's coat, do I double the distance on that as well?
It does not double magical
'Kay.
items affected. Okay.
I'm going to do that anyway. I'm going to turn into a bird. And do I have enough movement with 40 feet to get on top of the roof of the house?
Back up
So use your reaction to
Bonus action to undo
yep,
the button.
bonus action under the button.
Then an action to turn into the birds.
Okay.
And then do I have 40 feet of flight.
Yep.
Do I have enough to get on top of the house?
The house.
Yeah.
.40 is right in front of the house.
Okay. So as a bird, I want to land behind the blade singer.
Okay, you kind of go up and over the flame, and the bird alights behind the blade singer.
Not there, like corner of the house.
Okay, like
yeah,
there.
like right there.
All right, very good.
Now I have one more action because I'm hasted.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, he does.
Yes, you do.
So now do I apparate there?
I think the way the coat, how's the coat work? I think it says on the next turn.
Yep. So I can't do anything with the extra action here. Okay. I'm just a bird.
Okay.
On the ground.
There's 2 others that are flying out there as well.
I would actually fly another one in between those 2. Do I see them when I get up into the air? The 2 in the trees.
Just do it.
Roll a perception check.
Okay.
Well, I don't think do you see through the bird's eyes?
I am a bird when this happens.
You're
I don't
3
know.
birds.
Yeah.
He's like, this is very confusing.
I'm 3 ravens, and I can choose where they go.
Right.
So
roll perception check.
All right.
Why not? Who cares? It's cool.
12.
12. You see the tree on fire and a guy kind of rustling around in there, but that's the and you see the thug and the blade singer.
Can the other one? I know because I get to choose which one I reapparate at.
You do. Yep.
So 40 feet from where I was.
Yep.
Can I land on top of the tree that is on fire?
40 feet, it's right to there.
Dude, that doesn't help me.
Did you want to land in the flame?
Okay, just moving down a little. Yeah, put him one right there.
Okay.
Wow. That would be starting my turn, though, right?
Yeah, that is within the.
Back me up off the 10 feet. Find me wherever I wouldn't get hurt.
We're forcing you to work for us.
Would I know how that works?
I mean, that's meta.
Yep. All right, one there.
but-
I'm not going to pick that one.
Right.
And then one that goes back. It doesn't matter.
Yeah,
I'm going to pick
so-
the one by the blade singer.
Right. So there's.
I thought I could get closer. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
That was futile.
It's okay. Morthos, you are inside a force cage.
Is Sola there with me, I assume?
She is inside with you.
Can she walk through the cage?
Sola walks through the cage.
That's awesome. All right. She's going to walk right towards the blade singer.
Okay. What's her?
30 feet. Although she's...
Doubled,
Well,
isn't she?
no. It's 30 feet.
So Sola.
Really?
Now there is a. Where are you putting Sola in relation to the blade singer?
Well, that... I don't know. How much movement do I have? That's what it... It's kind of tough to tell with the tree. Like, I don't know where 30 feet gets me.
Right. So she was here. I don't know if you can. Right in front of Miku.
Yep.
So it takes 20 feet to get up next to him. You could get behind him. There's a bird back there
All
that
right.
you can barely see.
I will put Sola right in the flame that he's right in front of.
In the flame.
In the flame.
Okay. So Sola is in the flame.
And I will use my bonus action.
Yep.
To teleport.
That's such a crisp snap.
Really crisp snap.
So I think you would know that. No, you're immune to fire.
I
Yes,
am.
he is.
I am immune, baby. That's exactly why I did it.
Morthos appears inside of the flame,
have to do that, but you did.
Oh yeah.
and the blade singer's eyes go wide as you just appear in the flame. The flame is washing over your clothes. Your clothes begin to burn,
You're naked.
Fine.
but
I don't
you
This
do
is
not.
exactly as I planned.
Your
Beefcake.
armor does not burn because it's magical. Basically, your cape doesn't burn because it's magical.
The loincloth burn.
Your
Your shoes burn.
shoes burn.
No, they are magical.
Your shoes are magical too.
I got the boots of Elva, or the climbing, spider climbing.
Dang it, you
the
do.
slippers of spider
You have
climb.
spider. You have armor. You have.
I think
The
you had
cloak-
a magical.
Just your pants.
So I got
and
no
underwear.
pants.
So your pants.
And underwear.
No, there's
I
the
think
the,
he had
the glamored leather.
No.
The glamored leather armor includes
I
covering
think
your
he had a
pants.
magical banana hammock
If
as
you
well.
had flammable
Thought they were
things
assets.
on you,
Thought they were assets,
they
yeah.
would burn. Oh no, I know it burns.
My eye
His
patch.
heart,
No,
his
your
soul.
coin purse.
Oh!
As all of the contents of your gold,
Your face.
every
I
one
regret
of
this
your
decision.
every one of your pieces of gold spills out on the ground there.
Distraction.
73,000 pieces of gold that you have.
Is the loincloth magical?
You actually losing all your gold?
Yeah,
It's on the
So-
ground.
It's on the ground.
it's on the ground.
We'll get
So
it.
there
He's
is
nerfing
there
the shit out of
is a
Yeah, I know. It's all right.
a very large
chocolate
pile
coins.
of gold in
Oh,
the
it's
flame.
it's large.
That pisses me off.
Coming down in a castle.
Anyway.
Just sits there for the rest of the combat.
You know, I was gonna say actually Morthos is the dragon in this group. He's
So-
Smaug. He's immune to fire and he sits on gold.
Morthos now looks directly
He's got a long
at the
neck,
blade
too.
singer, just smiles,
Punch him in the face.
and says, "Let us dance."
Okay.
As Sola
He just
unleashes.
one-shotted.
He responds, "We can dance if you want to."
Leave your friends behind.
You ever dance with the devil in the pure moonlight?
That's exactly what happened.
Come on. Come on.
Oh, that's probably not gonna hit, but that's not gonna hit either.
Are you blind again?
What did you roll? Well, maybe he's the worst AC
18,
wizard ever.
15, 14, 14.
As you say, "Let's dance," he looks at you. He says, "Let's go." And he takes the sword. You take out your sword and you lunge. He parries. You take a swipe downward. He parries again. The blade, every time he hits, it's ching, ching. Again, ching. The third one, you just lunge wildly at him, and he just.
Whoa!
My turn. And immediately he uses a reaction to return the attack.
Wait, was that all of Morthos' hasted actions? Did you use all of them?
Hmm?
Okay.
That is a
You have a +2 to AC.
I know.
that is a 26 to hit.
26?
Yes.
That does not hit
What? Haste, boy!
because it's a 21.
So you use your.
I used one of them.
Okay. So he brings his sword, which is a glowing with kind of a blue rime upon it, a bit of a frost that coats the blade. He brings it down, and it is dead center, faster than you could possibly expect. You're completely taken by surprise, and as you do so, you kind of reach into the little pocket.
Yep, this makes sense. He's so quick, you have time to reach into your pocket.
You're like, "Oh no, help!" And you use
Twist the fate.
your divination, twisting of the fate, as you're able to match his dodge out of the way, eyes wide, as you think to yourself, "Okay, this is gonna be something."
Don't get so cocky.
Okay.
Earth Golem Morthos.
It is now Ray's turn. Ray, you are trapped in a cage.
Yes, I am.
You can move. You move to the.
Try to climb it.
You can move 10 feet to the edge of the cage, and you see a large flame ahead of you, and just on the other side of the tree, 15 feet away, you see the blade singer.
How far?
15 feet away.
Okay. I'm gonna attack him.
All right.
Go, Deborah!
All right.
Rec recklessly attack
I
him.
choose you.
Deborah.
Ultra Ball.
Debbie!
21.
Aunt Debbie.
21 hits.
Yes!
Getting beat by a
As you kind
Little
of
Debbie.
you swing your hammer, and out from the front of it with a kind of flash of arcane purplish grayish energy, Deborah comes out clad in her armor with her spear.
Come on, hey.
She plunges the spear through the tree. It goes through the tree and plunges straight through his hip as he is caught off guard as he's dueling with Morthos
11.
and takes 11 damage.
All
Very
right,
good.
All right.
As you
I
make
choose you, Divod!
as Divod appears at the edge of the hammer, swinging a sling, and
21 again.
and the small smooth stone strikes true into the forehead of the blade singer. 10 damage. All right. As he is
sleeps with someone
he's
who isn't his
taken
wife.
completely off guard from attacks coming within the force cage.
Someone get me out of here!
You reach out and grab the force
don't touch
cage,
it.
and you
Don't
decide
touch
not
it.
to touch it.
She shakes her fists in rage above her head.
Okay, very good. You've made your 2 attacks, so 2 of those charges are
Awesome
gone.
job.
Yep.
That's awesome.
It is now Marishka's turn.
So a fireball just dropped on us.
Yep.
I don't know where. From where?
You can roll out. You're behind a barn, trying to maintain cover. It exploded on Killian and enveloped you, but you don't know the direction from which it was fired.
So I'll have to make
You
it.
know how fireballs work. Someone points at a spot and it kind of explodes in that spot.
Happy boom boom times happen.
Yep.
Okay. So I will then move up just out of cover enough where I can make a perception check.
That's 20 feet of movement. Say 15 feet of movement because you're right in front of Rubius and next to Killian, and you can roll a perception check. This is I'm giving this to you as a kind of a free
Thanks.
action.
That's nice. That's a 7. Actually, wait, hold on now. That's an 8, which is worse than my passive, which is an 11.
So as you appear, I need you to roll I'm just checking to see
Yield notes.
what this is. Oh, that's long. I need you to make a strength saving throw.
I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I'm going to use one of my advantages on this.
That's a wise move.
13 is the best.
13. As you step out and you take in what's going on, you watch as an arcane hand emerges around you, and you feel yourself trapped in its telekinetic grip as the hand dissipates, and you are restrained by a telekinetic spell. And you cannot move.
The Big B's hand.
It's not. It was for flavor. It's telekinesis is the spell.
Can I Misty Step? I don't know how this works. This is interesting.
But we don't know that's the guy that cast it.
No, I'm just putting the concentration on it.
Got it.
Did I see it? Passively?
It's not your turn.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll figure that out when we get there. No one spotted this one yet. You've spotted this one. We got Transmuter Diviner, so.
So is it metagaming at all? I don't really genuinely don't know if I would know this.
You are
Misty
restrained.
Step would
That
get
means
out of that.
You literally can't even cast Misty Step. You're restrained.
Oh, fun.
You can't do the components for it.
Fun. Cool.
It's because there's a somatic component which I believe has the.
It's telekinetic.
Yep.
This
So-
doesn't do anything. Unless I wanna bite
That's for
the air.
grappling, yeah.
Yeah, that's
Not
fun.
not restrained.
Am I at least restrained in a cool position?
Yeah, you're like this.
Perfect.
as
That's
you're
what I
trying
wanted.
to peer forth.
That's what I wanted.
All right, very good. At this,
That's fun.
the blade singer yells out, Huxley's over here. Focus fire. At that, as he kind of points with his blade towards
He can see through the fire
Invisible?
and invisible.
Points where?
at the barn, the side of the barn.
Wow.
So you can see through fire.
Morthos,
and
as he does that, you
invisible.
see that his eyes are glowing.
Ah.
You're
True
good at that. You're good at that, Morthos.
In true sight, you can see through fire too.
Oh,
You
That'd be weird
no.
if you couldn't.
You see into the ethereal plane,
that it?
and you see through all invisibility.
That's a feature or
Spell.
it's a spell?
It's a spell. As he points that out and kind of points, he is outside of the radius, by the way, of where this flame is, having moved back. And Morthos being inside of it, he's kind of, so imagine him kind of on the corner of the wall of fire, right? He's not in front of the wall of fire. He takes his 2 attacks at
At
Morthos.
disadvantage. I hit him.
That's right. That is so
Good job.
right.
Good
And
job
Morthos
knowing
also
your.
gets resistance to whatever damage he does.
Yep. Yes, he
Hopefully it's
does.
fire.
All right, that is a 18 to hit. And a 23 to hit.
Good.
No, I'll let it hit.
All
That
right.
meets.
Okay. You take
I'm so nervous right now.
you take 18 points of slashing and frost damage.
He has resistance.
Halved. It's all damage, right?
I think it's the first damage.
Okay, so that would be slashing. So you take 5 halved down to 2, and then 13 points of frost damage.
Okay. And then, hold on.
Oh, the creature has resistance to the damage dealt by the attack.
Right. So to all. So it,
By the attack.
we'll say it's 9 points of damage. It's halved. All of it's halved.
Okay.
And as he does that,
immune to fire and resistant to
there
As he-
is a
Because of her.
flash
It's amazing.
Misty Step is
up to the top of the roof again as he appears 30 feet away on top of the roof. As he misty steps,
And I don't
How
see
far
this
away
as
is
the
he?
bird.
Oh, it doesn't matter.
he's
No,
30
He
feet
takes
away.
11 fire damage. Well, he's
As
got to
you
make
cast,
a
as you cast
hellish rebuke.
hellish rebuke. Yep.
Radiant damage. It's radiant damage now, right?
I can't see it.
Nah, well, I don't think he's changed hellish rebuke.
That is a 18.
That'll pass, so he takes half.
Okay. So half is 7,
7. 6.
6. Okay. Thank you. As he does so, he kind of looks down at the window below him and says, "Mary Sue at the ready." And it is now Killian's turn.
You can't like push the firewall in, can you?
No, actually, just probably let it go.
Let me out of the cage.
Well, so why is
There's no way. You're stuck.
No.
Dig underneath
Start
it.
digging. Yeah.
With what?
You're a hammer.
Your giant hammer.
My flat warhammer.
It does?
DM,
Well,
you said
dig past it then. Simple, we killed the boss.
Sorry, I'm just going through my spells here.
We killed the boss.
So you said I couldn't cast Misty Step for somatic. It's just verbal.
Okay, let me look at this.
And he's singing. Get him to stop singing.
Okay. You're right.
What's up?
So
Okay.
it's the stunned condition where you can't.
That makes sense why you had her trapped in a pose.
Right. So you are restrained. You're able to lightly struggle and just utter your word. Where do you misty step to?
As far back behind the barn, or whatever we are. Is that a barn? I forget what it is.
You go backwards 30 feet.
Behind cover, ideally.
There is no cover within 30 feet.
Cool. Well, oh well.
Let me just. That's what you did. I'm waiting for Killian, and I'm going to read how telekinesis works.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is the How tall is the barn? And if we teleport up there, is it peaked to the point where it would be covered then?
I don't think Dispel Magic's gonna work.
Sorry, I know it's like 30
no,
questions.
it's peaked to the point of cover. I
like
don't-
this, where I would teleport to here, so they're on the ground, they can't see.
Would it?
You need to be able. You don't need to. You need to see where you Misty Step to.
Briefly, on
Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
On
You-
our
You
catch
you don't see the other side of that.
Would I know if Dispel Magic would get rid of the Force Cage?
You don't know. You don't even know there's a force cage there.
I called out.
She did say she's stuck in it.
I s-
Cage.
Okay,
said,
you're stuck
"Get
in a
me outta
cage.
here."
You don't see it, and
Fair enough.
I think that's going to be one you got to see it. Because that can mean a lot of things.
True. True. So that tree's
Really
on
too.
fire.
this tree is burning. Yep.
Nobody else is close enough to the. I'm going to.
No.
I'm gonna cast Moonbeam on the Bladesinger.
Okay.
You have. I'm sorry. You're casting Moonbeam. As you teleport away, you are restrained in the new spot you appear in.
Crazy.
That's how telekinesis works, huh?
Yep.
Yep.
It's a concentrated, like, yeah.
That's okay.
But at
But-
least she's not.
Not in fire range.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you are still restrained, but on the corner there. You can
Well,
cast further spells.
First, I would do a perception check to see if I see
Yes, I
where
can.
any other new enemies.
Go ahead and roll a perception check.
If they're verbal.
I'll give this to you as a free actioning.
21.
21. You are aware of the guy by the shed, and you're aware of the guy in the tree, and you do not know where the blade singer is. Because we're from where you are looking up, these trees are blocking all of that. As well as the 20-foot flame.
Do I see the guy over by the well?
You do see the guy in the well.
Oh, then I cast it on him.
Hmm.
What are you casting?
Moonbeam.
Moonbeam. Very good. Sky opens up, and a moonbeam erupts downward, beginning to disintegrate the top of the well. And I need to roll what kind of a save?
The wall of fire dissipates as well.
Wall of fire dissipates. Okay.
So let's
Well, it
see.
did its job. It deterred.
Here's
it set something
Morthos
on
with a
fire.
large pile of gold.
Nope,
Oh,
it's a gold bar at this point.
Yes,
It is melted into a
One
gold
heavy
pile.
ass gold
One
bar.
big pile.
Where did the
This
boss
was
go?
this was happening
He's on
very
top of the
quickly,
house.
so
It's on top of the house.
and moonbeam comes down. What am I rolling?
It's a con save.
Con. Pretty good at that.
Do we wanna make
17.
disadvantage?
That passes.
Okay, so he takes half damage. I will have to roll a concentration. I'm using advantage on that.
No, you're not. Should we have him disadvantage?
Yeah, we have 3 left.
No, straight.
Okay, so it's straight.
Totally level 4.
That is a 17 on the die. That passes.
Poop.
All right. Concentration is maintained, but he takes how much?
23 damage, or half down to 11.
11. Okay, very good. As
Two
the
tens.
radiant energy begins to melt away his flesh, as he's holding his spell book and immediately looking for a way to get out.
Yeah, I would move down behind the second tree.
Down behind the second tree. All right.
Yeah, trying to kind of hide there.
Okay, that's 25 feet of movement. You get there.
Cool.
All right. It is. Is that the end of your turn, Killian?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Before the enemies go, we're gonna do our first giveaway of the night. And
Nice.
I'm sorry I didn't do it earlier. I just get caught up in
Confusing past.
in all of the action. So if you would.
So I have a 4th level spell still.
I'm sorry. I'm reading messages here that I'm getting from Scooby Doo.
Don't read those ones.
I didn't.
Metagaming.
I didn't see that. I just turned the stream on. I was looking at
Scooby,
my
you've
notes.
already laid your plans. No changing them now.
And if you would like to win those dice, for an opportunity to win those
Nepotism.
dice, what?
Nepotism.
Yeah.
Have someone call it nepotism.
Exclamation point mojito. M-O... Mojito.
Damn right.
M-O-J-I-T-O.
That's the yeah.
M-O-J-I-T-O. Mojito.
As we refill.
Exclamation
Dude,
point
Carissa.
mojito for your chance
You almost
to
finished all
win the
that.
dice. We are going to give away the 3 minis. I think we got a couple of new subs tonight. So thank you for the new the gifted subscriptions. And
I'm behind a barn, man. I'm just
We will-
living my life.
we're gonna finish this combat tonight. So stick around.
Heck yeah, we are.
We're getting there. All right, got it. Scooby Doo. Target Marishka with everything done. All right. And
Am I sitting on a smear mark that looks like June? Just out of curiosity.
June was at the other end of the
Oh,
of the barn.
Let's just cover all corners.
Killing just went. It is now Mikyu's turn. Mikyu steps up to the edge of the cage again, and you see me fire another ice knife
Boy,
towards the same guy, and
He dead.
he rolls a 15 that passes, takes half damage, which is not enough to finish him off. Okay. He's hurt. And it is now the bad guy's turn.
Another con save, please.
Con save from my transmuter. Yep. Oh no, that's the diviner. That is a 15.
That fails.
Woo! Okay. So how much damage do you take?
He takes 17.
17.
Hey,
Keep it going.
Ah! You watch as he
does
rushes.
his spell book
Roll for
disintegrate?
that.
I need to roll concentration.
concentration.
14 on the die.
That should fail.
No,
That
it
should-
passes. Only has to be above 10.
No, he failed the con save though. He failed the save, right?
So he took 17 points of damage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so then that damage is halved,
Oh, gotcha. That's
or
what it was.
10, whatever is higher,
Right.
and then you have to
10's
roll higher than that.
Gotcha.
That's stupid.
So
So I'm still frozen.
It makes a lot
I
of
need to roll
sense.
more damage, is what he's saying.
Oh,
Yeah.
we should have used a disadvantage on that.
Oh, he's dead.
That's what happened. He punched the tree.
yeah, right. Where would he go?
I think he'd stay there. I'll be honest.
I think he'd feel pretty
He starts
safe there.
rushing back towards the farmhouse.
Tree that's on fire.
Mm.
Also, I want to know if that guy is
that looks
on
like
fire
perfect
yet.
fireball right
I'll
there.
hit him. Don't you worry.
And
Too bad we can't do that.
that's his movement. As he does, he points at Killian, and there is another fireball that explodes
Fair enough.
right next to Killian.
Shoot.
Who did this?
I need Killian and JB to roll.
The guy he moonbeamed.
I need Killian and JB to roll. Well, actually 2 deck saves because there's another fireball that explodes right after it by the other one. 2 fireballs that go off on both of you.
Terrible. Man, what's the
Holy
freak?
13 and 17.
Okay, that's 1 pass and 1 fail. You take 50 points of fire damage. You take 37 points of fire damage.
You're down?
How far away?
And he's
are-
invisible.
are
Try
you
not to go
able
near
see
invisible
them?
people.
You're invisible, right? Still, even when you're down.
No,
You don't.
No, I
he's
lost
no longer
concentration.
Oh, okay.
concentrating.
Oh.
If you're still concentrating being invisible when you're dead,
Does anyone have a suggestion?
we should
I have
kill him.
command.
Matt, was I able to see?
Command the blade singer to
Killian
disarm.
when the fireball went off?
You're not.
Okay.
He's on the other side of the barn.
Sounds good.
Yeah. This
If he needs to
bandit
heal.
rushes up
Yeah,
to
he disarmed the
Morthos and takes an attack. 2 attacks. First is a 17. The second is a 19.
Neither hit.
As you see him coming and you parry the first and just step back out of the way of the second. Even with your legs not fully recovered, you know how to shrug off these punks. At that, there is a crossbow bolt that also flies at Killian from the assassin in the
Am I not
tree.
behind the tree?
He's not bled out. He's got an
What?
arrow in his
Am I
neck.
not behind the tree?
I meant Morthos. I'm
Oh,
sorry,
okay.
not Killian. I mean, the tree is
I would be like, I mean, I would have come down and been away from the battle. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's these trees are not the thickest trees to hide behind.
I'm a halfling, for crying out loud.
You are.
Oh, wait, hold on. Oh my gosh, Matt,
But not a light.
did I have to roll for mirror image for the hold thing?
No.
No, it's a save. It's not an attack.
But it.
Nice try.
I know, I just remember.
Well,
an hour ago.
stop drinking.
Stuck.
So the
You just have to
assassin,
break out.
the assassin attacks Morthos with his friend next to Morthos. I'm gonna use advantage.
Disadvantage.
I'll allow it.
No, allow it.
Yeah. You're
It's just a
crit failed
regular
both.
guy.
That is a 22 to hit.
Nope.
Okay.
Shoof.
And the second attack. Dang it. 17 to hit. He misses both. Lucky.
Wow, you were making so much noise.
And
Distracted you. You're dead. What do you have to say?
Let me have a worm.
remind me how your AC is so high.
Because I am hasted, so it's another +2.
That's right.
I may be
forgot about
frozen,
that.
but I'm still working.
Honestly, the fact that you misty stepped to the back of the battle, even though you're not going to be able to damage anybody, the fact that I can't drop.
That's why I did it, because I
dropped
didn't
that
want
haste
you
is a big
pointing
deal.
arrows in my
So
face.
that still works out. All right. He then at the same time kind of climbs down the tree a bit and jumps.
He's got to take damage.
Through the fire.
He's
Takes 40 points of damage.
he actually does. He does not
He takes
he does not acrobatically land.
He hits every branch on the way down
He
that are on fire.
He takes
By the way, his neck is profusely
he takes
bleeding.
5 points of bludgeoning damage as he lands awkwardly.
Please tell me he sprained his ankle. That's what does it.
And he kind of stands up and is moving towards the house as well.
Limping.
Not yet.
I say we burn it down.
It is now Rubius's turn.
Rubius is going to remove himself from his position and walk into the open a little bit. See what he sees.
How far into the open?
Well, a little bit like by the tree. Can I see?
That's
what's going on in front
25 feet
me?
of movement. You roll a perception check.
Okay, scout.
I don't. Okay.
Sit
Perception
rep.
check is 18.
18.
Steps.
You see
15
the
trees.
thug, the assassin, you see a wizard, and you see someone standing on the roof.
Go for him.
I see the one with the sprained ankle, right?
Yeah, I
The
mean,
one that I shot in the neck.
yes, you see the one that you shot in the neck now on the ground.
Oh, that ankle looks like it hurts here. I have the solution.
Okay, make your attack.
That's a 17 to hit.
17 to hit.
Yes.
That hits.
Yes, it does. Doesn't it? That's 9 damage.
9 damage. Okay.
Man, that guy's hardy.
He's still alive?
I
You've
say
done
what you
38 damage to him minimum.
Yeah, you did 29 the last
29
one.
the last
and
one.
8 this one. 9. That's a heck of a.
These
Heck
guys
of
are
a little-
CR8s. They're level. They're,
see the
they're
boss, right?
assassins.
You just said like French to me. That
Sorry.
means nothing.
I see the boss.
You see a guy on the roof, if that's who you're referring to.
Big boss. Yeah.
I mean,
with sharpshooter, I'd be able to shoot at him, correct?
you're using your hand crossbow.
Which has 120 foot.
Then yes, because
Range.
you have sharpshooter, so
do.
you,
He
you
does.
can go to
I'm
the
gonna
full
shoot
max.
at him.
Make your attack.
That one is a 22 to hit,
22 does hit.
and that is going to be 10 points of damage.
Okay.
Add 1 to it. Right? Doesn't automatically do it.
Mm-hmm. You're right.
Yeah.
You just,
Mm-hmm.
so you just straight up.
Matt, make a charisma saving throw, please.
Ah,
Interesting.
charisma save. I'm using an advantage.
Nope.
Disadvantage.
Countered. Countered.
Disadvantage.
Countered.
So it's straight.
All
Yeah,
right.
straight
So
roll.
I have no more advantages, and you have no more disadvantages. They've all been equalized, unless
Well, I
more
have
came
5
in.
more. But
It was 4 and 4. So
Right.
that was the
Yeah.
4.
Yep.
That's a charisma save.
yes, it is.
Probably pretty high.
Maybe. He's a wizard.
That's a 10.
Yeah!
Be gone!
So much passion.
He disappears from the roof.
What?
He appears on the end of
shields
his next
go?
turn or JB. Or
His-
Ruby's
At the end of his next
His
turn.
next turn, so his next turn is done.
I'm gonna
Okay.
Alright,
cast that every
And
single
I am
time.
going to shoot the stupid neck injured, foot sprained guy, and I'm going to try and kill him, okay? Just die
Do
already!
you ever try to shoot someone and not try to kill them?
Yeah.
Well, this is
Thus
extra.
far,
I'm trying to,
he's been
I'm
doing
trying to
that.
murder this
Non-magical
dude.
You are
Oh yeah,
ending
pull
him.
out the non-magical arrow. Maybe that'll do it.
And
Gotta make your attack.
Yeah, I load a real arrow in there,
He doesn't
and I
actually
say,
do that.
"Good God, I'm trying to euthanize you." Shoots him again. Accept your healing, worm. Critical fail.
Oh my ribs.
And it's a real bow. It's a real arrow too.
roll again.
Please roll
Roll,
a d20.
nope, roll again.
Is he with? Is he?
He's
He
within
is?
30 feet,
He's
and I
within-
can see
he's
him.
within 30 feet.
roll again.
That's a 28.
That,
Dude,
You're the
that's
best.
clutch.
I
That's
told you
clutch.
that feat was a good feat. I told you.
2 for 2 so far.
That hits. Go ahead and roll your damage.
7.
7 damage. All right, very good. As the bolt hits into the second assassin, as he kind of double over in pain, he's still on his feet.
Oh my God!
You know what's gonna happen. The next person who like spits on him, he's dead.
All right,
I rolled a 1.
That was all my
JB,
movement, right?
you rolled a 1. Okay,
Oh,
you already used your reaction, therefore you cannot
Alright.
re-roll that, and that is 2 death fails. All right,
Fair enough.
it is.
You gave everyone a good berry, right?
I did give everybody a good
Okay.
one. I'm gonna heal him on my turn.
It is now
But if he
Bart's
gets-
turn.
Oh,
Do I
have
know he
greater
got
will,
banished?
But it's an action to use it. I'll just.
No, you're a bird.
Well,
You're one.
now-
You're
now I'm
one of
not.
the birds.
Now I'm not. Now I'm back.
Yep, you're
I-
back.
That was a long
Which one
turn.
are you?
I'm gonna be the one by the
That was a long
house.
turn.
The one that you said previously?
Yes.
Yep.
I'm gonna climb up the house because I don't know he's not there.
Well, he
I thought.
last time he saw him, he
he's-
would have been
yeah.
there.
Last time you
Yeah.
saw him, he was right. He was next to Morthos.
So we are playing that I can't see as a bird.
Well, I
it
mean,
doesn't
as-
say anything. So
yeah,
just
it's-
tell me what you want, and that's what we'll do.
So tell me
What I
you
really,
want,
really
what you
want?
really
Yeah.
want.
Zigga zigga.
I wanna,
yeah.
I wanna, I wanna,
um,
Really, really,
I
really,
wanna
really,
really, really
really
wanna.
yeah. Roll a perception check.
Let's just do that every
It's a
time.
free action.
12.
You don't see him anywhere on the ground.
Fair.
It's not my turn.
Yeah. I'm just gonna go up anyway.
All right.
Gonna climb
You
up.
can you see Morthos being accosted by a thug.
Oh, do I?
Yep, there's someone right next to him.
The camera's in the way.
Sorry, right here.
I'm gonna go stab him.
Okay, are
Stabby
you gonna
stab.
flank?
Yeah.
Okay, you flank him. You have advantage.
That one's okay.
The first attack is a 21.
That hits.
Okay.
Sneak attack is a boss.
That is 6, 10, 19 plus 5 is 24.
You skewer through his back with the ivory crest, pulled out with a gout of blood that follows the blade. He kind of clutches the right side of his chest where the blood, the tip of the blade protruded through, and he kind of staggers and he's still on his feet.
Uh-huh.
Make your second attack.
With
This is your-
advantage.
Still advantage. It's not sneak attack, but yep,
19 plus a lot of crap.
that will finish him.
Okay.
As Soul Quencher plunges
Quenched his soul.
again into his back.
It's the quenchiest.
You pull it out, and he falls in a heap on the ground, the blood pooling
On top of
next
the
to
gold.
the large pile of gold.
All right, yeah, that's good. I used 10 feet of movement, and I still have more stuff to do.
Yeah, you do.
I have 50 more feet of movement. I'm going to move up to sprained ankle, shot in the neck, shot in the foot guy.
Don't you dare!
Uh-huh. I'm going to
Do
bonus
it.
action attack him.
Okay.
My patient.
Go ahead.
That's my.
This is again no sneak attack, but you get. And you have 2 weapon fighting,
I do.
so you can add your modifier. No, that's for. You can't. That's for the fighting style 2 weapon fighting, which you don't have.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I don't add the.
So
plus.
it's just when you roll the dice. That's all you add. Yep.
Oh my gosh.
Presuming you hit.
More mojitos, please.
I'm gonna roll this one with.
Did you already roll it?
I did.
So then you can't.
I can choose which blade I'm gonna poke with. Can't I not?
Well, which one's in your left hand? That would be Ivory
Ivory.
Crest.
Ivory
Yeah.
Crest.
Because that's technically your offhand.
+8. So.
And Bart is
14,
right-handed, yes.
17.
Yep, 17.
The hit.
17 hits, yep.
Noise.
He's amphibious.
So there's no plus to this.
Correct.
Close.
5.
Nice.
Still alive.
He's still up.
Still alive.
Plunge into his rib cage and kind of slash past the studded leather, and he sees you, and he's kind of holding his side and ready to
much-
defend himself.
How much more movement do I have?
You're at 50 feet, right where you are.
Okay. I'm going to
You've
run
moved 50 feet.
10.
So this is now what?
I have double my movement because of haste.
And your movement speed is 30.
30,
So,
so
you
it's
get 10.
60.
So you get 10 more
Move
feet.
back 10,
Okay, 10 feet.
and then I'm gonna cat it. Feline agility.
Okay, so you can move another 60 feet.
Yeah. So I'm gonna run around the flower patch.
He's just
and
running
land-
circles around the entire map.
Running
and
in
just
circles.
No, I'm gonna. Yeah, I'm going to run back right where I was
Rush back where you were.
to the corner. So I'm like behind the corner.
This
I
dude's
couldn't
on
get shot.
nothing.
Okay, you're.
You suck! You didn't even see what hit you. Yeah, no, I didn't. That was good. Yeah, good job.
Awesome. Morthos, you watch as a black raven kind of turns into Oliver and then just rushes around behind the thug that's attacking you. The thug just falls into a heap, and then a blur of blue rushes over to another assassin and then rushes back, all in an unearthly speed.
Is cat hair?
And you
dripping
kind of
everywhere?
look, you try to follow it, and then you're just like, "Nyeh, nyeh,"
hold
and
on, I'm dizzy.
he's right by you again.
I'm living my best life right
Do you
now.
see that? Yeah.
No. So Morthos runs directly to the corner, and then runs right up the corner of the building. And as he does, he says to Ali, "On the roof!"
Oh,
And
yeah.
he runs straight up the wall.
Do you yell that just to me or to everybody?
So are you using a dash? No,
No,
you
I'm
have
moving
hasted,
30
so you can go
feet.
30 feet.
30
yep.
feet. Tell me where 30 feet
And
gets me, and then I'll
15,
decide, because it's kind of
20,
tough to tell.
25. You're just below the roof line.
All right, then I will use my first action to dash, and I will put Morthos directly behind where the Blade Singer should
Oh,
appear.
because you saw it.
I knew exactly where it was.
Did you yell out to everybody?
Well, I just yelled.
Did I hear him yell
I mean,
and see where he's at?
I wasn't whispering. I yelled at
Awesome,
Ollie.
Okay.
Whether
so
anyone
that was
else
your
hears
first action to dash.
to dash. I want to be behind. Sorry,
So you have
towards
ano-
the back of the roof,
Yep. Like on top of the roof or behind him?
behind him.
Okay.
He did.
Well, that was easy.
And then I will use my bonus action to bring Sola out and flanking.
Okay. There
And
you
then
go.
I will use my second action to hold my attack.
Very good. All right. Morthos
And I'm
is
gonna
in
stab through
position.
And
Ob-
obviously, the
Still
trigger
alive.
is him appearing.
Is that all that?
Is it
takes
obvious?
actions?
Yeah,
Ray?
just well with this DM, you never know. You have to be very
Ray, you're up.
specific.
How many actions do you have
All
with
right,
haste?
no bad guys that I see.
He now has an
Not
AC of 48.
within 20 feet of you.
Okay, the cage is all around me.
It is all around you.
She's gonna see if there's any. She's gonna go to the ground and kind of peer between the ground. I rolled above a 10.
Okay.
See it and like dig a little bit. How far does the force field go?
So it's like a cage of force. There are thin slats between that you can see through and kind of shoot through, which is what you did with your hammer and everything. so you can see through it, but you can't. You can't really move through it.
When she's digging.
No,
She's digging.
Yo, you're trying to
She wants
dig.
to see if
I
how
want to
far
see it, like just
underground
like
it
a
goes.
pushing some dirt
Oh,
around.
I got you. I got you.
There were a lot of rainstorms. so I'm
Roll an
assuming-
athletics check, please.
What if it just stops right there, surface level?
I don't see why I wouldn't.
I don't see why I
29.
would either.
No, that's cheating.
29. Right?
Have the dice up right.
Yep.
Doesn't matter.
She
He's,
digs
he's
the
reading his notes.
Yeah.
The dice up
Man, it'd be good if
If I
there's.
rolled
Stand by.
under a 10, she was gonna whack it really hard.
As you kind of dig below the ground, you see the shimmer of the cage beneath you.
Ah, poop.
Underneath.
Yep.
She's gonna whack it really hard in anger.
Okay, so
Get out of my way! She's recklessly attacking it.
that's fine.
How much damage do you do to yourself?
We'll find out. 22.
You slam your hammer into the cage. There is a spark of arcane energy as your ancestors kind of push into the cage with you, and the hammer is kind of rejected back. Nothing happens.
This stinks.
It does.
You hear Mariska go, I know!
It's because Miku farted.
know.
And the cage is kind of holding it in.
Does she have one more thing or no?
And that was your first attack. You have a second attack.
She's gonna try, since she didn't get hurt, she's gonna try if there's bars to kind of like pull the bars apart.
Okay, go ahead and roll an athletics check.
Ray's so angry she can see it.
21.
21. It's not moving at all. Not at all.
I need to get stronger!
You have a.
The weave
Right.
chuckles at you.
You have a. What is that? Hemorrhoid?
All right.
Lifting too much weight?
It is
Turning it.
now
Turning
Marishka's
it.
turn.
And
You're
hemorrhoid.
restrained.
Yeah,
Light 'em up.
Strength
up,
check to get
up,
out, right?
Light 'em up. No.
Let me confirm that there is
I know.
additional saves.
I'm
Oh,
stuck.
do I know where they are yet?
It is not. It is.
You've basically
object.
moved a
can't
total of
see anything
8
now.
feet.
Huh?
You've moved like 8 feet this entire battle. And
I
there's nothing you
know.
can do about it.
But I can't. I
And
still
Ray's
haven't seen
moved
anything.
less, almost.
The only way to get out is through magical means.
Yeah, yeah.
No, you can't with magical means either.
It doesn't
No, you
say
can't.
anything
It just
about.
uses the 20
It
by
doesn't
20,
say
so
anything about
magical means you
additional
get out.
saves.
You just have to pass a charisma save.
I'm just stuck.
I'm at the cage.
Hold on.
No, the cage. That's what I'm talking about. If you use the 20 by 20 cage, which you can get out by magical means.
You have to make a save.
You just have to make a save.
As it's written.
If you
Who
would've
knows
used
if he's
the-
using
yeah,
it?
if you
No,
use
it
the
is.
other
It
one.
is each round.
You use the 10 by 10, which is
So
the
you
solid
make us
one,
go ahead and make
then
a
you
strength
just-
save.
I'm using one of my
That's a
advantages.
level.
He said it was
18
level
and a
8.
16.
Yeah, that's
18.
No,
cage.
he said the maze was the level 8 spell
the
that
maze.
failed.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
Which
Okay, you are able to break the restraint.
Yay!
Rishka's
back.
You are
Do I see anyone?
you are not currently restrained. That is your action to break the restraint.
Fireball, the bitches.
Yes, I would want to, but no, I know. I mean, I can. I just I'd move forward so I can see what's happening.
Move forward to where?
You get shot.
And
Telekinesis
she's
again.
now-
free.
Honestly,
That's 30 feet.
Yep.
no.
Okay. That's your full movement.
Yeah.
Is there a free perception check on this one?
Sure.
No.
Yay!
Let's get rid of the ads.
Probably. All right.
That sucks because I'm in the
One of
range.
them got almost got, like,
I'm using another one of
rid
my
of that,
advantages for the
'cause
perception.
we can
Go
take
ahead.
care of him. Or we can
18.
at least hurt him.
18.
19 actually.
You see two people on the ground. One looks like a wizard. One looks like an assassin. You see.
Do it. Do it. Kill him.
You see Oliver crouched behind the base of the farmhouse, though you can't see past the trees up to the top of the farmhouse.
Cool. Fireball. Quickened.
On Oliver.
You have no action. You've used your
Oh,
action.
why? Even if I quicken?
Turns into a bonus action, then doesn't it?
Yeah.
But you have to cast another spell first to quicken.
No.
How's it read?
Read it.
Spell with an action turns into a bonus action.
When you cast a spell that has a casting time of 1 action, you can spend 2 sorcery points
What was
to
that
change
first
it.
part?
When you cast a spell that has
What
a
was that first part?
says the DM's a jerk.
Yeah, I thought so.
No.
When it has a casting time of 1 action,
1 action.
it changes to bonus.
What
Bonus
does
action.
what are the first words?
When you cast a spell that has a casting time of 1
Has
action,
a, not when you do.
Okay, keep
Has
going.
you can spend 2 sorcery points to change the casting time to a bonus action for this casting.
To a bonus action. Okay, I'm wrong.
Do you want me to read the second part?
Please.
When you cast
3
a spell
times,
that
3
has
times.
a casting time of
Can we
1
clip
action.
that part?
When you
Somebody clip
cast,
it.
hold on. When you cast a spell that has a casting time of 1 action,
Yeah,
and then, hold on, my mouth is dry.
yeah, go ahead.
Just
when
what
you
you
cast
need.
a spell that has a casting time of 1 action,
Right.
the etc. You can is implied. Okay, so we are gonna cast a fireball then.
And you can do. Keep going.
reading it.
Yeah. I want to hear the whole thing.
Okay.
3 times I said. Yeah.
Okay, I gotta go back to where it was. When you cast a spell that has a casting time of 1 action, you can spend 2 sorcery points to change the casting time to 1 bonus action for this casting.
Okay. Go ahead.
Okay. I'm gonna cast fireball.
I'm so confused. What happened?
Very good. I was wrong.
The lawyer got lawyered.
I'm just a jerk.
Oh well.
I just want a clip of you saying I was wrong.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah, clip. I was wrong. I'm a jerk.
For some reason.
Fireball right on the middle target. By the way, that's where I'm. Right.
Here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
You have another advantage.
thank you. Can I see the fireball ring?
Can I see how big that
you
is?
can. Well, so you don't know this guy's here,
Just get the 2.
but
So don't
No,
meta
no.
is what he's saying.
Yeah, just drop
You
it
can
around
meta.
the 2 you see.
I'm up soon.
Drop it around the 2 you see.
Breathe fire upon them.
I don't like where this is going.
Ball of fire! Peer pressure ball of fire!
Wall of fire?
Wall of fire.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Circle.
That's a much smaller circle.
20 foot.
Yeah, 20-foot diameter.
Why are you peer pressuring me? I'm so mad about that.
So it's basically here. And it,
wow.
10-foot
A regular
radius.
inferno.
What? This one?
It's 5d8.
Pretty good.
5d8.
and it's all focused inward.
Nope, outward.
Okay.
I wouldn't have known the other guy was there. It doesn't matter.
Rationalizing them.
No, because honestly, that would have been metagaming. I didn't know the other guy was there, so that's fine for me.
Roll, I have to roll 2 deck saves.
Yeah.
Roll better
Assassin
Are we using a
is a natural
disadvantage?
20.
Was he?
It was. Transmuter. Is it transmuter?
than- Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Is
know.
what save is this? Dex?
Dex
16.
passes.
Poop.
Both of them pass. Okay.
Well,
You take half damage,
I know.
so
and I have
the-
to roll.
So the assassin doesn't have evasion?
Wow.
Oh, he does. Thank you. So he takes no
Oh
damage.
my
I
gosh.
was trying to figure out what
5d8.
level he was
You rolled
at.
worse than me.
And the
That's all.
transmuter
No, hold on. 12 becomes a 14, becomes a
passes his
4 plus
concentration.
5 is 9, so 19.
Plus your
19
five.
points of
19
damage.
points of damage.
Plus your 5.
That is plus everything.
Oh,
So you
Okay,
gotta have
so that is
you have to have
so
some
that's
9.
9 points of damage there, and nothing to the assassin. Okay.
he's
No,
gonna have to move
it's-
through it though, right?
No, so it's you have the wall of fire damage down to 6, and then add the other things.
Hmm?
That's not how it works.
No. Okay.
As part of the spell, her extra damage goes in there.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I was
It
just trying to get more
is
damage.
It's alright, thanks though.
Blade Singer returns at the end of his turn.
Never listen to
Morthos,
again
your
on
attacks
anything.
go off.
Come on, Morty.
You have advantages.
Well, they have to go through it now, and they have to go through it to get out.
Oh my goodness.
What'd you
What's wrong
do?
with you, dude?
Well, at least I critted.
The first one he didn't. hit.
First one I missed, but the second one I critted.
Okay. Very good.
Lame. I wanted to burn people alive.
13.
You will. He's gonna have to move through it to get out.
I know, but I wanted to do it in one go and then make them scream.
So that'll be 19 damage to him.
19
appears.
damage. All right. Very good.
Well, I just out of because I don't honestly know.
Do you have that
With
much
the
movement?
Unleashed Incarnation, when you hold an action, is that still? Can I still use that or no?
No, because you're
Okay.
you're holding your action, and that would require the Unleash Incarnation is a free action, right?
Free action whenever I take the attack action.
Well then, yeah.
Okay,
Go
well,
ahead.
then I'm going to take another one against him.
Go ahead.
You can't get there.
Oh, I was so close to another crit. 19. Probably not gonna.
19 does not hit.
All right.
I could put it on Sola, knowing that she can come back.
But that's where I'm going.
I can move it off.
Okay. It is
rid of
now
Mike, you?
My turn.
No, Killian.
It's my turn.
Killian's turn.
Oh, kill. That's right. I was the boss. No, Blade Singer's the boss.
Well, actually, Phineas is still here, right?
No, he's gone.
No, he. Well, we don't know that.
Phineas was never here.
Yeah.
Okay.
He was.
It was a. Yeah, it was like a. It's like a hologram.
Is it 60 feet from the moonbeam to the boss? I just can't. I can't. There's enough stuff in the way I can't
Sure.
see.
So the moonbeam is centered here. It's like, it's 10 foot. So let's say move from this one. 5, 10.
I know, right?
Yeah.
It's 60 feet is right to the base of. You're literally 5 feet away.
But isn't it a 10? It's no.
The 10-foot
Okay.
radius.
Yeah, it's
so
the
I couldn't
top. The top corner is 65 feet away.
That's funny.
That's funny. All right, that's fine. I
You can
will-
get Morthos though.
Yeah. No, I'm just gonna move it in the middle of the wall of fire and get both of those guys.
Amen.
Yeah.
Nice. Good use.
Good luck.
Wow.
Stay there and die, or run out and die.
Okay, so I'm gonna roll the assassin again.
He doesn't get evasion, does he? Because he got it the first.
He
He
just
used it
used
the
it.
first
I don't know
time.
what I did.
Is evasion a
There's nothing.
reaction?
Reaction.
It's a one
It's
once
a
reaction,
reaction.
which is
Okay.
why I didn't turn
He
the corner.
that's a 15.
That fails.
Okay, and the
This is a con. You're rolling con, right?
Ah,
what?
These are con saves.
I missed it. I was rooting.
I don't know
And
what
that is a 18 on the transmuter
that
or
passes.
the diviner.
That was with
I can't.
all my
I get them
modifiers,
confused.
man.
Which one is this?
I
This
The
is
went-
the transmuter.
This
The
is the first time
transmuter.
I've done this.
So the
Transmuter.
guy who's shot in the neck, sprained his ankle,
Yep.
shot, stabbed.
Go. Assassin fails. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Come on, you gotta kill this
22.
guy.
22.
Gotta be
Radiant
dead.
damage.
As his flesh begins
No way.
melting away and the flames lick around him, he is still on his feet.
No way.
Crazy.
Holy crap.
That's the boss.
Transmuter is
He takes 11 points.
not
Yeah.
looking good.
He's literally gonna
Evil
die in the next
Scooby-Doo.
round
Yeah.
because he starts his turn in the radiant beam too.
Okay.
That's it for them. I'm gonna bonus action healing word JB.
Right. Go ahead and do so.
Hold on. So he gets. Let's do this.
Oh, good thing you remembered. I forgot you were down.
He gets 11 points of healing back. And I get.
I'm alive.
Next to my spell casting on for 5 temporary hit points.
Ooh, 5 temporary hit
And then
points.
I'm going to move.
Back. Put the candle back.
I mean, going back is Mrishka's in this spot that I could get to. I think. Can't see because of the trees. 25 feet back is.
Towards Mershka.
Yeah.
5, 10,
What's up, friend?
15, 20, 25 is right next to Mershka.
But like out still, so it doesn't really matter. I'm gonna just move forward to the front tree and pick up one of the lines.
Attaboy.
For
Okay.
my free action.
You get one of the lions.
One of the
That's a free action.
I don't want to be like I want to. Yeah,
Don't you dare go pick up my pile of gold.
You just see Killian over there for the next.
Morthos gets out of flanking. No!
I'll Eldritch Blast you from here.
All right, that is the end of my turn.
Okay. It's the end of your turn. It is now Mikey's turn. He can't do anything. Or does he see anyone?
Sees a wall of fire.
He does. But doesn't see any targets within.
So he holds his action in case he does.
Me's not
at any
stupid.
point.
He would think, who would do a circle of fire around nothing?
I mean, I can roll an attack with disadvantage if you want.
No. We could give him.
Because that's what it would be.
No, that's
But-
fine.
You want to? I have advantages for them, right?
What is he
Well,
trying to
wait,
figure
time
out?
out.
It's more than 60 feet away. I don't think we
It is. It is.
Oh.
Yeah, for ice knife.
Because doesn't
I
ice
forget-
knife explode? You just have to hit a point, not a target.
Right, but what would he be hitting in here?
The back of the wall.
Of fire?
Yeah.
It would pass through it.
Why? Aren't you just picking a
Fire's
point
not.
of target?
I don't think that's
It
the way
doesn't
ice
like.
knife works.
It has to hit
attack.
something.
The ground
Okay.
underneath
It's gotta-
the
yeah.
fire.
Because it only explodes if you actually
Hit something.
like
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
Con saves.
I take saves again. Transmuter. That is a 18.
Gosh, dang.
Their saves are
I've rolled.
crazy.
I've
You rolled
rolled.
really well for
Yeah,
him.
man.
Well, they're wizards
They have high con
proficiency
save,
in,
yeah.
in con saves. And that's a 13 for
So
the
that
assassin.
fails. 24 damage.
No, they don't.
Fake news.
He's got a +6, whatever it is.
24.
Fake news.
I think it's what is it? Intelligence and what?
Wisdom.
Wisdom. 24.
24.
24.
Full for him and
Mhm.
12 for transmuter.
The blue radiant flame continues to
Come
eat
on.
away at the assassin,
Holy cow!
and he falls face first into the fire.
Alright.
Goodness gracious.
He can no
Immolated
longer.
him.
That was
He,
my
he
kill.
can no
What did he
longer
have?
Finally!
How many?
maintain. Huh?
How many HP did
He had 12.
No,
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 total.
90.
Oh, okay.
Really?
What the?
That's
I feel like
Wait, does that count as my kill or Killian's
no,
moonbeam?
it counts as my kill.
I hate
mean,
your
you-
movement.
All right.
Mine is bleeding out.
Teamwork.
Did he maintain concentration? I don't know what he's concentrating on, but did he maintain
You hear
the transmuter?
Yeah, he's got a ring around him.
I rolled that.
Okay.
No, I didn't. That is a 13.
So no?
He passes.
Ah, darn it, because it was
12,
24.
6, yeah.
He had to beat a 12, right?
Oh,
Um,
no,
break
he
the
had to beat
enemy's
it.
code.
Well,
his was halved.
he was halved. He had to beat 10. 10 or above.
Has to do like 50 damage.
Morthos, what's your passive perception?
14.
14. Bart,
Hmm.
what is your passive perception?
I believe it is also the same. 14.
Okay.
21.
Yes, we know.
You hear this. You're the only two that speak Thieves' Cant.
Yes.
Yeah.
You hear in Thieves' Cant a voice behind you yell to another voice, prepare the exit. And you don't see this. There's another fireball that explodes.
You're dead again.
Oh no!
Yes!
There. So I need Rubius, Marishka, and JB. JB, you're back down to 0.
You could roll really low.
Could.
To roll what? What is it again?
It's a
Dex.
dex save.
18.
18.
Also, I have
passes.
resistance.
Story of my life.
So,
Yep, you have
I'm
resistance.
using my
He'll
advantage.
die,
Can I use
he'll
my
die, he'll
advantage?
die.
Sure.
I got 5 of them.
Go ahead.
I didn't say it before. I should have.
Go for it.
I've been bad, Matt. I admit it. 21.
21 passes. Okay, you each take 12 points of fire damage. You take 6 because you're
And
resistant
con.
to it.
I mean, concentration.
Oh,
so
no.
12 is it halved?
You better pass.
No,
So
yours
you
is.
better
That was
pass.
20. It was 25. Half down to 12.
Oh, it's 25.
I just gotta beat like what, 3 points or 10?
10.
10.
You gotta be a 10.
No. Singed my mustache off.
She failed.
Failed.
How do you want to rule this? Because my dice hit my pencil.
Reroll.
It doesn't matter.
What does
It's
that
not
matter?
cocked.
Is it
so-
cocked?
What?
Sorry,
so-
it hit my
They were
pencil.
both
It doesn't
8.
count.
Yeah. So you.
You don't have a plus to your con?
Oh, do I add that? Oh, duh. Okay, sorry, 15s for
Wait.
both.
No, that does matter. Is it Ticonderoga?
Sorcerers do. I think they are.
We-
That's who has the proficiency.
I
in
forgot that you
con.
add the bonus. I'm sorry.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank
Okay.
goodness.
15s.
This would have been
Because that we would have been screwed at this
Okay.
moment.
At that point,
Whew.
there is a movement and
Oh, I'm not saying we're still not.
going through the fire.
Oh,
Um, he's on the outside, goes up next to, and the guy inside then reaches into the fire, touches his hand, and there is a thunderous boom of energy, and you don't see where they go.
He doesn't take any damage from his hand reaching inside it.
He already took the damage at the beginning of the turn.
Yeah.
So,
I hate you.
and so this is there. They're all cleared. It is
It's true.
It is now Rubius's turn.
His turn?
Rubius.
I'm going to move a little bit closer to the building, I guess, with all the bad guys on the roof.
Okay, this is not here.
How much movement do I have? I have 20. I have 35. So
35 because you're
Shoot him.
what
can I
Shoot him.
can I hug the tree a little bit? Thank you.
You are tree hugging.
Well, not hugging it, but be close to it. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna shoot the big boss man.
Go for it.
The WWF wrestler.
That's a 25 to hit.
25 hits.
First one is going to do 7 damage.
7 damage.
Yes.
Okay.
Going to shoot him again.
Very good.
This time doing 28 to hit.
That a boy.
That hits.
And that will be 11 points of damage.
All right.
Okay.
And my final shot.
Are you doing it again?
A 28 to hit.
That hits.
With another 8 points of damage.
Good round.
Good job.
And then I
Okay.
get
The
behind the
bolts.
tree.
He kind of trying to.
Can I attempt to hide behind the tree, by the way?
You cannot, but you can. You mechanically you can't. You can move behind the tree. JB, death save from you. Okay, that's a failure. Bart, you are up.
It's okay, buddy.
All right.
We've all failed death.
I'm going to
time to time.
climb up.
Okay, you climb up.
How much movement did I use?
That was 20 feet of movement.
Of your
Yeah.
5,000.
Yeah. I am going to as
Well,
a
he
bonus.
can't use his
Yeah,
double
the-
everything again. Yeah, until he doesn't move and around.
Correct. As a bonus action, I'm going to hex Big Boss Man.
Yep, you can do that because
Uh,
you've already. No, it doesn't matter. Bonus. He's hexed.
Yeah. As an action, I'm going to take Booming Blade,
Okay.
and then I'm going to flank and stab.
So you have no space to flank because he's already flanked. You can get above him on
Sola's
the roof.
she's incorporeal, right?
She takes her space.
Yeah, she takes up
What
the
if
space.
I stab through her?
You mechanically can't, unless you have. If you had a 10-foot reach.
She would die. She would go away. Then.
Yeah.
Correct.
So
and
you
then I would move into flanking.
you want to make your attack on Sola?
Right. Well. All right. Fine. Go up above. I'm going to use my advantage then.
Okay, you are above with advantage.
Now, do I have advantage because I'm above?
You do not.
Okay, so because I'm using my advantage.
Because you're using your advantage.
This is the
there.
Booming Blade one, huh?
For sneak attack, you didn't need it.
I want to hit him. I want to make sure I hit him.
That's too big.
Add
16.
Does not hit.
All right. Second one.
That was your first action.
Yep.
Your
Does the
second
Booming
action.
Blade stay with this?
Nope.
No, it's
'Kay.
recast.
Then missed as well.
Okay. All right. So he sees you rush up out of the corner of his eye, and as you try to get around him, he kind of parries and reparries with his sword. And as a reaction, he gets an attack on you. And that is a 26 to hit.
Mhm.
And as the ice damage courses through you,
Uncanny dodge.
you take 18 points of damage, halved down to 9 with Uncanny Dodge. Very good. Morthos, you're up.
I'll use my bonus action to move my hex on the guy in front of me.
Okay, bonus action to hex.
Oh,
so
I'm
he's
making him.
double hexed.
I'm gonna do athletics for mine.
Okay, very good.
Which one are you gonna do?
I did acrobatics.
You did acrobatics. All right.
First one's a 21,
21 hits.
and then a 25,
Hits.
27.
Hits.
I'm going to use an Unleash Incarnation as well.
Yep.
And that'll be another 27.
All
So
four
all
hit.
4 hit. 9.
It's going to be
7,
close.
16, 25. Oh, that was max 25. So that's 37. Now we go to 4.
37, you said?
Oh no, we're not done. Now it's the hex damage. 37. It's 37 magical, and it's going to be 18 for the hex.
necrotic.
So 54.
Okay.
His is
Well,
radiant.
it's radiant, but
Radiant.
Yeah.
Yep. It's he is not resisting anything.
Okay.
So
36 and 18.
okay,
So a lot. 54.
Holy
crap.
Wow, that's massive. All right.
That was with an extra attack too, right?
That was with my cloak attack as well. Yeah.
Well, and with
Well, yeah, that was the extra attack from haste. Yeah.
just didn't want you to forget.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. You unleash a flurry on him between Sola and yourself as he's trying to dodge and he can't as you're hitting him from all sides as he had just dodged Oliver / Bart / Oliver, and he's staggered and hurt, and it is now Ray's turn.
Poor girl. Poor
How
Molly.
far away is the roof from me?
The roof is more than 20 feet from you.
Right, but no, how far?
It is 25 feet to the corner, and then it's 20 feet up.
Are there rocks in my cage?
Not that can fit through the slits.
Okay. Think light, think transparent, and she's gonna try to walk gently through the cage.
Okay, you kind of
I don't know, man.
you walk into the wall and you keep walking.
is so sad.
Your feet kind of just move along the ground, like not moving anywhere, as you just kind of press into the wall and don't go anywhere.
She's gonna sit on the ground and pull out some whittling and start whittling.
May as well make your time
Someone
useful.
get me out of here!
All right, very good.
Shoot.
Marishka, you're up.
Do I hear
I
her
don't know
yell
what
that?
to
I
do.
don't have any board.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta win now.
What's your passive? Perception.
11.
11. Yeah,
She's loud.
She's loud. You hear
Okay.
her.
Okay. Can you show me what 30 feet would get me down the way?
You would get stepping over JB's downed body would put you to here.
Can I? Okay. So I know I can't see her in the cage around the corner.
You cannot. yeah.
So I know I've been getting lit the heck up where I've been frozen, standing, etc. So I would like that to not happen anymore. So I am going to thunderstep out of there.
Okay, you're thunderstepping. What's
and it's 100 and
what's the range on thunderstep?
I'm looking.
I think 120, right?
Oh, that's less than I thought. It's 90.
90 feet. And what's the radius of the thunder blast?
That's what I wanted to ask. It's 10 feet. So I don't math well. Is JB in 10 feet? He
is
looks like 15.
He's 15 feet away from you.
Cool. I mean, he's invisible, I think, aren't you?
No, he's
Maybe
not
the jump.
invisible.
Okay, good. So I wouldn't. Good. Not metagaming. Huh.
Yep.
I'm gonna thunderstep out of there then 90 feet. Where does 90 feet get me if I just go kind of straight down as if I was gonna
You're
appear by
going south?
the. Yeah, but like directly just south.
It's 80 feet to the farmhouse, so you can go 10 feet beyond the farmhouse if you wanted to.
Okay. Can I land? No, hold on. I'm sorry, bear with me here.
What do we got, Mariska?
Yeah, I would. Full 90 feet. So.
Okay, so you bamf past the barn.
And then I'm assuming I see Ray in the cage there.
You do. Yep.
Okay.
All right, very good.
Oh, bonus action. Can I convert my sorcery points? Or sorry, convert spell slots into sorcery points?
As a bonus, yeah, you haven't used your bonus action. So
Yeah, so I'm going to burn 3 first level spells and get
you can
back.
do 1 spell slot.
Oh,
at a
you can
time.
only do 1 at a time. You're right. All right, we'll just burn 1. And we'll get 1 back.
Okay, very good.
Forgot about that. I never have to do it.
All right, it is the boss's turn. He looks around at everyone surrounding him.
Gonna drop something on us. Mm-hmm.
I need Oliver and Morthos to make dexterity saving throws as his sword glows with lightning and he swings an arc.
We have advantage to those because of haste.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she made all those saves.
26.
23.
Okay, those both pass. You each take 45 points of lightning damage.
Now,
Can I
is
see
this
any of them?
something I can evade?
Um,
Because if he's going for both of us,
it's chain lightning.
'Kay.
So the answer is
Is it a dex save?
yes. It's a dex save.
Yep,
So
so then
you
I
pass.
evade it.
So you take 0 points of damage.
Wow.
And what was it? 45?
45.
And that's including passing?
Yes.
Do I see
It was
the
gonna
So
be
it was
90?
90? Holy crap.
This
That's
is
awesome.
this
That was
apart
his
from
spell.
force cages. This is his big
His,
spell.
his jam.
not
Did you
today,
take
my
did
friend.
you take any damage?
No.
Do I see them?
Is it well that's considered an attack, right?
Yeah.
It's a spell.
All right. I'll
It's
give
not
you
an
that.
attack.
That's such a weird
Do I see Morthos getting a
good
hit?
thing.
Hmm?
Do I see Morthos getting hit?
You would not with the tree in the way.
Are you up?
With that,
I had my reaction.
down?
I could
No.
do something.
with that,
I
he
have 97
So,
health.
so you're up.
Yeah, that's what I said.
yeah,
He
he's
said, "Are
he's
you up?"
fine.
He said, "Not
He
even
he
close."
grabs
Not
on.
even close.
His AC is with hasted is insane.
Still didn't answer it for me.
He's up.
I'm up.
Right.
He grabs onto the edge of the roof and swings down below into inside the room through the window.
I attack him.
It's disengaged. There is no attack.
You can't disengage me. I have Sentinel. Disengage does not work.
Okay, go ahead and make your attack.
You gotta hit
I
him.
critted.
Yes!
That hit.
Keep his ass there!
14.
What a broken character. he
Yeah,
is.
right?
Who, the blade singer or
20
the guy hitting the
20
blade
damage.
singer?
20 damage. Okay. He takes the damage.
Great. It's fantastic.
And he doesn't move.
Can't move.
Okay. He can't move.
No, 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 no.
So
We're not done dancing.
Killian is up.
Do I see anybody through the
It's
window
time to tango.
in the house?
Roll perception.
21.
You see the silhouette of an individual, and you see movement, and then there's another silhouette of a different person.
So it's, somebody's like standing there.
Kill this dude.
Dude, I'm trying.
I know.
I'll move Moonbeam on top of him and Sola. Top of the boss and Sola.
Okay. What's the movement?
60 feet.
Okay, I think that reaches.
It was 5 feet away from a lot further away last time.
Yep. So you are basically right here.
Yeah.
Yep.
Knowing that Sola can come back.
Okay. So Sola disappears as the radiant energy. You hear a scream from inside.
I might take it.
Of the house, by the window.
A scream?
How does it sound?
Does it go through the house?
Uh huh.
The moonbeam goes through the house?
Uh huh.
Good. Sorry about your daughter.
How does it go through the house?
Go ahead and roll your damage.
Everything is bullshit. I hate it.
You roll so bad, dude.
10 damage.
10 damage.
Yeah.
Let's see if he makes it. That is a 14.
Fails.
Still up.
Yeah. And then I'm going to bonus action healing word.
J Biscuit.
Okay, JB is up.
He takes.
No idea.
And the second save is 17. 17 passes.
17 passes. Let me roll the damage though.
Well, it would be 5, right? It's half of that.
I think you re-roll, right?
No, it's whatever your roll is for Moonbeam. It affects everyone in that radius.
But it does. So it doesn't change on each time that.
The next turn it would change, but for that turn, that's the damage.
Yeah, that's 5.
Yep. All right. With that, there is a flash of light from inside the house. And the Blade Singer disappears from in front of all of you. The silhouettes disappear from inside as the teleport spell is cast, and allies within 10 feet are able to...
I don't know. He's on the roof.
Yeah.
Which is 5 feet above from the one casting it.
They're
That's
there.
Pretty short roof.
They're
That's
there.
broken.
Yeah.
For hobbits.
Are we sure we want this house? That's some weird.
No,
art
it's all
space.
good.
Yeah.
All good.
No, that's
It
gonna
took
be,
Yeah.
it took you 20 feet to get up
that's
there.
gonna be Killian's house. Killian's room.
Yeah. You have the dormer,
The roof.
Killian.
The roof.
I get the whole.
All
You
right.
get the door.
So,
you get the
and-
roof, buddy.
Just so I understand, so his sentinel does nothing with.
No,
that.
because the figure who
It
is
makes his movement speed 0.
the figure who
Right.
is just burned, is kind of inside. You see the silhouette, Killian, of a figure kind of clutching their face.
Just say her. That's where she was before when you pulled off the.
Well, that's
But
where
then
she's
she
been-
was.
she's
and then
been
she
watching
wasn't there,
from the
and then
whole
she was,
time.
and then she wasn't
They were
there.
shuffled around. I think it's the diviner inside is the one who has that spell. Yeah, the diviner who was barely hurt teleports them all out.
Okay.
And
It is center.
you are out of combat.
Bless you.
You were. If you rolled better on that last moonbeam, you would have had him.
Yeah, I figured.
If we had our whole party at all during the night, I'd have a
So how do we get these people out of the force cage?
It takes
Wait
an hour.
An hour.
Yep.
I don't think
I'm
they would have
walking
taken
up to her.
damage. I don't think they would have taken damage underneath the roof.
Morthos,
I think it hits a surface and it stops.
Let me read moonbeam.
It's centered on a point.
Right.
I think it's better that they did.
It's
Now we created
It's
Harvey
a 5-foot
Two-Face.
radius, 40-foot high cylinder centered on a point within range. You said you centered it on him.
So it would go up
So it
40
would go
feet.
up 40 feet.
Well,
Well, actually, that's interesting.
it's so if it's a 40-foot cylinder, it's okay. If you want to center it on him so that the 40-foot then
Goes
goes
up.
above
You
him.
Yeah.
smoked some birds.
Yeah.
So, but then that does hypothetically mean you could shoot it into the ground if you wanted to.
Right.
Right.
Okay.
But not the water because I tried to do that. But it doesn't matter. It's for
well, on
plot
the-
later, but
I don't remember.
that
what
was
he
a
ta-
different battle.
Yeah, I don't.
But for plot, that's the only reason. I don't know if it matters if somebody inside takes damage or not.
Right.
But
Well, if you were centering it there and putting it up rather than actually centering it on him.
yeah, no, it would have been like the point on which he was standing would have been where the silver would have been.
JB's gonna try to do what he was planning on doing for the last 4 rounds.
Living?
He's gonna run 60 feet towards the house.
Still not getting
And
the front
Misty
door.
step into the window.
Yep.
5 feet next to the.
He
figure
is
that
inside
no
the
longer
house.
there, past the moonbeam.
Yep.
And no one's there.
No one is there.
I'm gonna cast on my next turn
6
This-
seconds go by.
the sending spell and send a message to Phineas.
Okay.
Yes.
And in his mind, he hears, "You are going to fucking die." That's it.
Let's end it there.
PG-13.
And that is where the episode will end.
1 per year. And he got it.
Put that,
You
Scott
jerk.
Sivanic, put that warning on this one. Foul language.
All
Well
right.
deserved.
I love it.
Morthos
Hey,
skydives
drop
off and picks
one
up his
F-bomb,
gold.
right?
It's PG-13. You get 1, actually maybe 2 or 3 sometimes.
We get one.
We get 1. And we
All
got
right,
it.
very good. So
Sounds active.
we are going to give do our last giveaway. It's those 3 minis. Thank you for sticking around and watching this crazy battle. I had no idea what you guys were going to do and how it was going to play
We
out.
had no
we?
idea what we were going to do.
I was in full control the whole
If we
time.
would have rolled better, it would have been different. but-
Yeah, there
actually
was.
did a ton of
Well,
Tried to.
I mean, the fact that I could get Vietin and
Yeah.
Ray in the cage, I never expected that.
yeah.
And then you guys went towards the barn,
I
which
can't believe that guy escaped again.
I thought that you would go towards the barn,
Yeah.
which is why the wizards were on the other side of the barn. But yeah, it all.
Can you imagine if we all got force cage?
we
So
just
most of us
end
would
of
have been
party.
able to get out.
That would have been the plan. That would have been the plan, but they needed to test. They needed to test first, right? That's why they didn't force cage either of the two, because they didn't know which one was the real party until they got up to this tree. And the
Dude,
yeah,
that was awesome.
it's no, truly it did, because they didn't know this was this until the glyph didn't go off and the bolt went through. Then they called out.
27.
They knew that it was you guys, but then you were around, so then they had to wait for you to get to the other side before he could do that. But you guys, if you had all gone around, then that would have been a problem.
Now, I was invisible. Did anyone but the Blade Singer see me?
He pointed at the side of the barn, but only the Blade Singer.
So the fireball went off because Killian arrived.
Correct.
Thought so.
Might have been the least amount of damage I've ever done.
Sorry.
Ever.
So,
You had no other route.
exclamation point,
I wasn't going to stay back there the whole time.
cray cray.
Oh, wait, we're still on camera.
Yeah.
CRA, exclamation points.
I'm going to curse you out.
Exclamation point, CRA, cray
What?
cray, for the opportunity to win those minis. And stick around after the chat, after the stream ends in the chat,
Craw-craw.
because we will. It's craw-craw. Craw-craw. The sound Oliver's birds make.
It's true.
Um,
Wilson.
Stick around after the stream ends, and whoever wins, please get us your address. Thank you to everyone who was a part of tonight's episode. Thank you for all of the subs and the
awesome.
bits and everything. I think we used the resources pretty well.
Yeah.
I think we got through all the advantages, disadvantages, and
Almost all.
you guys used your advantages to great effect. That haste spell, honestly, was game-changing for this fight. That was
Glad we talked
that
about that.
definitely saved people's lives, and took out almost. You literally almost killed the Blade Singer.
By how much?
I will not reveal that information. But if
Negative
you
5.
had
If I
rolled,
would have just hit.
if you had rolled like
might
you
have killed him.
typically do with Moonbeam,
Yeah.
then
been down.
you would have had a
And if he
chance.
had got that
Presuming
sneak attack.
he failed, which he did fail. So, and I had no more advantages to use anyway. Exclamation point, cray cray. Also, I forgot the Blade Singer had the shield spell.
Yeah, I bet.
You
I'd-
So there were
forgot?
I did. So there were several of those your hits that I
Should've
just
kept it.
he could have blocked. It's okay. He'll be stronger next time. Level up. He learns a level 1 spell.
Oh,
now.
he levels up?
Yes, he survived. He's like Goku.
He levels
He's
up
even
quickly.
stronger than ever now.
Great.
I did only cast it at level 3 too.
Thank you for watching and being a part of the show with us. We'll pick it up here next week as the farm is brought under the control of the Shades and they figure out what they can learn from here before moving on. Appreciate you being here. We hope to see you next Tuesday night at 7:30 Eastern Standard Time right here live on Twitch as we continue to loot, die, and repeat. Good night, everyone. Cheers.